No, it's because it was muted on them. There we go.
Is it better now?
Oh yeah, it was muted. I'm gonna have to play around with this during the week.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Alrighty.
All right.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Alright. Now everything should be working fine. I can exit out of OBS for this
Cursing technology
computer.
and all its wonders.
I didn't expect it to have issues, but alas, it did.
I
So-
can hear people. It's like a whole new game.
Gopher, I've been meaning to make you a mod, but I haven't done that
A
yet.
whole new game.
How do I do that?
You have to find his name and make him a mod. Type in chat, I guess. Do it.
Dude, it is fucking hot in here. Turn on the fan. So, what do y'all do?
We have eaten food. Well,
I tell the group I need to take care of some business on it. I'm gonna buy a bottle of wine and go to the library.
What?
Unless anyone is gonna do anything about it.
what? No idea what you're
I think
talking about.
I think we should be staying together. Who knows when we could be at any moment.
Yeah, we should just wait.
Congratulations, Gopher. You are a mod now.
Do 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 do.
Okay, well, if we do get summoned for whatever reason, I will leave. Zizix with you, and yeah, that way if something happens, I will know. But I'm not feeling really good, and I do really need to figure out what the hell is wrong with me. 'Cause
Are you sure it's nothing that I could take a look at? That you're not feeling well still? Did the spell not
I don't
find
think
the
this is
notice?
something which you can cure. I don't know what it is,
Is it-
but
Is it
I
the head thing?
it's not really. I've got the same illness as you. I need to figure out to get this fucking mushroom shit off me.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know how I could have gotten it though. I was
I mean that you know that the big fighter guy from yesterday. He went straight after you and ignored the rest of us.
Yeah, obviously he was some intelligence and realized I was a worthy opponent worth of, to take me out
No,
quickly.
I'm pretty sure it's because he realized you're an outsider and not labeled as one of them. So
Of course, I'm not a mushroom person, but he clearly saw my magical, abilities and decided to take me out before I was any threat. But I don't know.
have you seen what I can do?
Navarre, it's alright.
Like, come on, dude.
You're fighting a hopeless battle, my friend.
Yes, you shoot light. It's great. That'll help. Shooting light only does so much, But yeah, I mean, if you need my assistance in finding Topsy Turvy, or you have any leads, I'll be more than welcome to help. But for today, I feel like I do need to research stuff, see if I can get this weird infection thing off me. Our bet is still on, by the way. Guys owe me 100 gold if this goes sideways.
I mean, so far it feels like it's been pretty beneficial.
Oh, I know what I want to do.
In what way is it beneficial?
That's as far as I've seen. The only downside is I dance every once in a while in the morning.
Yeah, so with your
You do what?
downside.
You dance?
I'm done.
Not had any
I'm
such thing
done.
happen to me.
Oh my god, that's right. You never danced.
Yeah,
He's never danced. That's right.
he's never danced.
His wisdom saves are so insane. He's never had to.
All right.
I mean, he's a cleric, so he shouldn't
Yeah,
fail.
true. But
Are you sure you're feeling all right?
yeah,
Look, I
Feeling
just
fine.
need to drown my. I need to book out Bronix's book and just go to the tavern and drink my worries. Or should I say Alistair's book? That was for your style. Let's see Alistair for the day. I'll buy an expensive bottle of wine. I'll head to the library, and I will
If
like.
you're going
"Is
to
this
do Alistair for day, I advise you stay indoors.
Yes, I'll stay indoors, buried my books here, and I'm going to give you my bat. He's a bat now. There you go. Hold my bat. He's he might steal or try to stab you back, but
He will be
Yeah.
smited.
yes, that.
if he doesn't, he's fucking dead. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's already stolen stuff from me, but you know what? I'm not his. Well, I am his master, but I'm not
Not
bothered
his
to
Matt
do
Witham.
anything about it. I discourage that behavior. I was like that when I was a child too. Brings back good memories.
Just make
Good.
sure you don't stray too far and be ready to move at
Sure, just
I'm
yell at
going
my
to
pet
head to
and
the
I'll
Blade
hear.
Bazaar. I wish to go to the jewelers.
All right.
Okay.
I will wait here and read book.
And I will go to the library to investigate stuff.
Well, then I'll put y'all on the large map. So, library. Oh, Jesus. This map is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Indeed. Isn't the library far as fuck away?
Yeah, it's in the South Furrow district on the it's just south of the Cairngorm Cave.
There it
Oh
goes.
boy.
So we'll do Alistair first. What are you doing in the Blade Bazaar?
I'm
jeweler?
going to the jewelers. I'm looking for resources to make some platinum rings. It's a little project I have that I'm working on.
So you didn't bring your fucked up friend this time, I see.
More of an associate, really. He's not really my friend.
All right, as you will.
I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience he causes you. It befalls all of us.
Well, his coin is good, and that's what matters. So, what can I do for you?
I wish to buy 100 gold worth of the resources I would need to make my own rings.
All right. Here's your mold and your kit. Anything else?
No, that is all.
All right. Anyway, so you go to the library, right, Barius?
Yes, I will.
All right. Right as you are about to enter the library well, not the library, the North Furrow district, you see a it's a drow emissary. They are well dressed, black silks with silver linings, same familiar attribution to Loth and the spiders. This one eyes you curiously. It is a female, I believe. Yes, it is.
Would I know what drow emissaries are doing in this town?
You've seen many different drow throughout the North Furrow district. They seem to be there for commerce. Obviously, like other races, they aren't allowed into the North and South Furrow districts, but they do have a slave trade in the city where they foster slaves from one side of the Underdark to the other to Menzo Berenzin. There are a few different factions within the Drow that you are ignorant of, but this one person is attempting to engage with you.
Is she with a group of people, or is she going by herself to go towards me?
Yes. You see... Oh, shoot. Where's my D4?
Is she going with a group of people, or is
Alright.
she alone? Yes.
There are 4 Quaggoth slaves with this person.
Quaggoth slaves, okay.
Yes, entourage of 4. You see an insignia of a drow house traveling along on... She almost has like a banner kind of stitched into her gown on her shoulder. You're not obviously knowledgeable in drow families, but this person has approached you and she recognizes you. So, you are a part of this illustrious group that escaped from Velkeneld, right?
Velkenhell? I don't think I know what
Velkenveld,
you're
the
talking
prison
about.
near Menzo Berenzin, housed by, or heralded by Ilvara Mizrim. You would know her.
Yes, but I wouldn't have had the pleasure to have met her myself. I hear she is quite the, let's say, difficult character to engage with.
Don't be coy. I know exactly who you are. You are with the big red orc and the strange human and the scaly fellow.
I'm not
And
saying
other
that I
escaped
know.
slaves.
I'm not saying that I know what you're talking about, but I can't directly dispute the fact that I don't. What is it that you require of me?
I belong to House Fain Tablar. We are antagonistic towards the Mizrims. They are a vile house and they should be struck down from the upper city. I came here to warn you. There is another emissary in the city named by the name of Zalith. She is a proponent of Ilvara's family. I wish you to be very careful.
So I assume they are looking for our arrests, right?
Oh
Capture
yes,
us again.
she is quite hungry for your recapture and subsequent torture and killing, I believe.
Well, everyone seems to be wanting us now. First the king wants to kill us, now these people want to kill us. It's a huge mess. They can wait in line, honestly. But you, however, are saying that you are an enemy of this house. Whether you are a drow or not is none of my concern. I don't discriminate between race. Life.
Yes, the Mizrims are a terrible family, and they are higher up than us, and we have issues with them. But that is none of your concern. I just wanted to wish you some warning. There are 2 houses in the city that would love to throw Ilvara a bone, if you will. That rabid bitch of a dog.
So why help us then? I assume there is something in it for yourself, right?
Well, anyone who makes a fool of the Mizrims is a friend to us. If you ever find your way in Menzo Berenzin, perhaps we can aid you. But be very careful in the meantime.
I'll definitely take that into consideration. Thank you.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure. That's my spider.
I didn't see it.
No, I clicked the thing and I was like, no, that's not. Perception check.
Okay. Marceline, why don't you go ahead and describe your character? Is she around?
Oh, sorry, I'm here now.
Yep.
Sorry, I was waiting to be called upon. Where are we currently?
He is currently in the North Furrow district, probably, if I can get my all these things out of my way and give you a little beacon. God dang, this computer has such a nicer screen. Y'all are probably right about here, if I had to guess. Oh, that is a line.
Okie dokie.
Y'all are about right here.
Right there. Okay.
I don't
So
see where this
what if?
is, but
So he is engaging with the drow emissary that you were tailing. Being with a little bit of
Okay.
your backstory about drow, this is someone that you have maybe past dealings with, and you're just casually tailing and looking around. But Barius has caught notice of you slinking in a corner, watching from a distance.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Anyways, I probably wouldn't be able to roll a good stealth. So it's kind of following around, and oh yeah, introduce myself. Sorry. So you see a very short-looking elf. They appear to be drow. They're only about 5 feet tall. They have snow white silk hair, dark brown skin instead of the usual black gray skin that drow have. And instead of the red red eyes that drow have, you also notice that hers are black as well.
okay. So I just noticed she's just there, precariously. Okay.
She has
Well,
a halberd on her back, and she's wearing a black cloak.
she has what on her back? Sorry.
A halberd.
Oh, okay. All right. But I'd kind of like as I noticed something, but then I shake it off as I talk to it, and I'm like, well, anyway, I thank you for your time. Seems that you are here are probably on important business, as I take, you have the the bodyguards.
Let's see. Why is that not showing up? Oh, that's why. /W. Can y'all hear my keyboard when I'm clicking?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh god, that's so loud. Sorry. I'll switch to the other keyboard. I apologize. Mechanical keyboards are so they're loud.
Oh, look at my expensive keyboard.
Clickety clackety.
Alright. So you continue on. You slip through the gate. This drow is not, this half drow is not able to proceed further without the proper credentials to move into the South and North Row districts. You continue along into the library, but you are aware that someone was visibly watching you.
I'll keep note of that. I'm, like I said, I don't have, I don't, involve myself in other people's personal affairs and who they did not make enemies with, and are sent to assassinate them. But tis the
just leave
circle
them.
of life.
If I can't follow, then I'll just leave.
Alright.
Oh
So
well,
your
if were we on the border of the North Row district?
Yes.
Okay, then I would I don't know. I don't know. You're a drow. I would assume. I don't know what I do. I mean, right now, yeah. I mean, I'm set in my mind. I'd continue. I wouldn't stop because I'm troubled and I need to waste my life reading books. So yeah, I'd continue through the North Row district. Go to the library. Yeah.
Alright. So, what do you look for at the library?
I am going to look for. I'm going to look for something to do with mushroom/fungus, particularly, and something to do with a seeding corruption that can take hold of people, and some figure of obviously prominent power that has
Alright.
control.
I want to let you know this is a near impossible check, but you can go ahead and make it a just flat intelligence check.
Check. Oh god, intelligence check. Okay.
Well, investigation. Sorry.
Investigation. Okay. Oh god, it's just flat. No advantage for this.
No,
My bullshit.
you're not gonna get an advantage for this one.
Oh, that my
Yes.
OG crystal doesn't help me. Oh, right.
I said it's impossible, so it's
Aw.
a 30 DC.
You said it was near impossible.
Oh man, if only I had 2 more, that would have been great.
The information you are seeking is otherworldly. It would not likely be in a library of a Duragar capital, even. You do find mentions of some demonic figures that hold vast power in the abyss, but no names, no descriptions, just that there are beings of great power that are supposedly tucked away in a realm known as the abyss.
No, this is
You
enough
just
proof.
you just read over this glancingly. You don't really associate it too much with what you see, but you do hear tellings of a prince of demons, and it kind of catches your eye because you've heard of the Demogorgon
Yeah.
and you have some knowledge about him.
I was so close.
That's
No, so close. I mean, you have to be like level 9 to do that. Oh well. Or Bard, I guess. Oh man. Yeah, alright, well, that would be my... If anyone else do that thing.
It's just the knowledge is not there. I gave you something just because you got a nat 20.
Well, as long as I know where the information, if I ever come across the situation where I could look for it, I'll definitely take the advantage.
There is a
to-
library that in the Dark Underdark that does hold the information you seek, but you are not there.
I'm not allowed there.
No, it's not in this city. It's
Oh,
in the Underdark as a encompassing area. There is
Oh,
one.
okay, it's somewhere else. Alright, no, that's fine.
My music is loud. Is y'all's music loud?
I just have low, so...
I have it really low. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so upset with that.
That roll was great.
Oh, look at that. Anyway, Navarre, what are you doing again?
Oh,
I'm gonna be sitting at Goldborn's lair, waiting.
Okay.
Maybe make a potion.
All right.
Or rather, an alchemist fire or an acid.
Either one, make a check. While you're doing that, you're working throughout the day, making a list of supplies that you need, and eventually you see Bronix walk in, holding 2 slumped over shapes in his arms.
Oh, good. You found them.
He's like, here, and he just throws him on the ground. Don't lose him again.
Oh, bro.
We'll try not to.
They look ratty as hell, and they've all, forget the pun, just because they have been slinking off, and the brother, who's still conscious, looks up and he sees food and he goes and grabs it. He's just rabidly eating. He's like, you didn't return. We didn't know what to do. And we tried to make our way to the sewers that we saw the others at.
Don't
We
worry.
might have gotten hungry on the way.
Just rest up. You'll be fine.
Okay. He kind of grabs his sister and picks her up and throws her, or not throws her, he takes her to the other side room. Y'all go through the rest of the day, nothing really happening. Alistair, do you do anything with the rest of your day? Too much?
How many things
well,
Do I
You
need?
can get a total of 8 if you spend all day.
All right.
Go ahead,
Oof.
Alistair Hurst.
Okay. I would have been there because I've just been waiting, and I'd probably work on my rings a bit, and all would have come in. I would have went
Right.
over to inspect them, see how they were, if they
You
were
would
okay,
have
if they were
made some
injured.
rings.
Yeah,
Oh, those two, they're a little bit injured, but not much. Let's see. You got 1, 2, 3 failures and a greater success with a nat 20. So you get 6 total of whatever you're making.
Cool. I'll have 3 each.
All right.
I'd be trying to make my 2 platinum rings.
All right. Go ahead and give me a 2 jewelry checks.
Ooh, beautiful. Pristine.
So they're both fine. One of them looks absolutely flawless. You just get after it. You make a platinum ring worth 60 gold and a platinum ring worth 50.
Question. Do I know Barrius's first and last name, or is it just Barrius?
You
It's
know
just
just that he's
Various.
Various.
Okay. On the flawless ring, of course, I use my maker's chisel, and I give my signature on the outside of the ring, but on the inside of the ring, I inscribe a little B.
In fancy Celtic cursive, you are able to make this ornate looking engraved B. And of course, your normal marker chisel, you get the point. It has the ruby encrusted with the dwarvish writing on it, and you tap it in and you make a perfect inlay or indention. All right. From there, y'all are able to continue another day's rest. The next day, a line of guards. Oh, by the way, 5 silver to the 3 of you.
I would have obviously told everyone that I met Drumsary and that apparently the the bad drow are looking for us. So don't walk around in broad daylight without disguise or in group.
Oh wait, they're here.
Seems like it, yeah.
Well,
I
shit.
got a little tip from a old friend of mine that they
Okay.
seem to be hot on our trail. Looks like they finally decoded my writing on that wall that we left like a month ago.
Oh yeah, you remember that ladder that I took?
It'd
Yeah.
be foolish to try anything in the city. I'd highly doubt I'll have to worry about anything for now.
Yes, but I
Better
mean,
to be
drow
safe.
do hold quite. They are quite powerful. They figure out that we are escaped prisoners. They might be swayed to let us go to the drow.
We're not
Because
escaped prisoners, we're escaped slaves. They tried to.
oh, tomato, tomato. But yeah, I mean, I feel like
Big
handing
difference
over
on the
all
surface,
realm-
which I suppose
handing
we don't
over-
say anymore.
I mean, I guess
Anyway.
you were slaves in the sense that that's what you were meant to be, but they never got you to the slave market. So it's a prison in a way. It's both. It's a slave prison.
We were escaped prisoners.
Yeah.
We're kidnapped victims.
But anyway, I would suggest you low for a little while, and hopefully this thing with the king blows over. And I mean, I hate to admit it, but I'm not the best person to do with authority type thingies, especially with
Yeah.
kings.
We-
So
yeah.
Alistair, if I fuck up, it's on you. You need me.
If
So
n-
Right, silence is
If-
authority.
Just
um,
say he's gonna get jealous because of my crown.
oh,
so Marceline, if you'd like to make a stealth check, you may.
Okay. 1 second.
Watch rolls a natural 20. It's like, fuck yeah, first roll ever.
Well, here's the thing. I'm in heavy armor, so this is at disadvantage. 3.
Oh god, it's a disadvantage. Yeah. So
Two?
as y'all are Y'all are getting up for the day. I need Constitution saving throws from all 4 of you, and Wisdom saving throws from the 3 of you in the inn.
Yeah.
Good on Constitution.
Double.
Corey finally freaking dances.
Nope.
Yeah.
I wake up coughing and
Various.
dancing.
Yeah,
you
me
wake
and
up
Alistair,
dancing and you're
but-
like, oh.
That's my con save. Was
You
affected
Yep,
me.
you're dancing
Yeah.
too.
that was 2. I'm dancing. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, there's no need for the secondary
No,
wisdom save.
I
You
did.
can-
I did it by accident.
Okay. So
I
yeah,
dance out of my room coughing and growling. Navarre.
Darius walks out.
You did this!
Y'all both
nothing.
almost just like meld together and start dancing and twirling each other. It is an uncontrollable
I'm
euphoric
like, this is what
display.
happened, Alistair.
Navarre, you join in as well if you like. The 3 of you
we're all-
twirling Marius around for
Yeah.
So
about
what was
5
my
minutes
stealth
in the
check for?
morning.
We're a bunch of damn fools.
Sorry?
So what was my stealth check for?
While they are finishing their morning's dance and feeding and whatnot, the group, you notice as a line of Duergar soldiers move towards the inn that you've been observing as you've watched them throughout the night as best you can without getting too exhausted. They move in. You see a familiar face. You see the face of Eared Blackskull, the Duergar captain, with part of her braids being burnt off and her skull blackened skin from burning from dragonfire. She walks into the inn and greets the 3 of them, and she sees them dancing and is like, "This is what y'all fucking do during the day?"
No.
The dragon did this.
I did nothing.
You could do with a bit of dancing yourself, like lighten up the mood.
But to be honest,
Watch your tone.
Isn't
Watch
it
your
a
tone,
great,
boy.
like
Please
morning
cut it off. Do us all
morning
a
starter?
favor.
Like just a nice dance.
Well, you're gonna need it today. You've been summoned. So
All right.
as they're coming out with the 3 of you, you, Marceline, are just sitting there. You're kind of like leaning back in a chair, still half tired from the night's rest, and you have your foot on a barrel, and you kind of like cough, and then you slip off and you fall backwards, and you just see a well-armored paladin falling in the chair as you exit.
Why do I fall?
Well, you just cause your stealth check was terrible. Yeah, 3.
Do I notice?
You don't
that
take damage.
she's-
You're just standing watch outside, and you kind of just lean in and chilling.
Do I notice she's there? That she's the same person as.
Well, yeah, I mean, stealth check was 3. You're pretty sure your passive
Okay.
perception's good.
So
I'm
who's
gonna-
that?
So paladin. I'm gonna send Zizix there to just kind of go on rooftop, I guess. Just kind of look at her a bit.
She's like
lying on
40
the-
feet away at most.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just curious that she's. been
How do we
around
know
twice.
that they're a paladin?
Well,
Before they were just wearing a black cloak.
No, I mean you're a cleric.
sorry.
They have a
Well,
black
that's
cloak
not
over
anything.
top of what other stuff they're wearing, but you can't see what they're wearing.
I'm just like,
Exactly.
yeah, that's sass.
So we wouldn't know they were a paladin.
No,
It's just the person
that was
chose
just me
to-
letting slip.
Person in armor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh well.
would do
Anyway,
it.
like,
Just
are we
before.
summoned to the king now? Do we? What's gonna
Yeah, she doesn't notice what's going on over there. She just has y'all ushered between a line of about 10 Duergar. Stone Guard.
Are we like, do we get cuffed or anything, or is it
No.
voluntary?
This is just more compulsory. She's not because she respects y'all. She's not going to throw you in chains just to see the king.
I was always
Yeah.
curious, where does
Not
the king
prisoners.
live anyway?
We're
In
going
the
to
hold
find
of the
out.
Deep King.
Where is that
Duh.
exactly? I assume we're going there now. But
It's marked on the
Okay,
map.
so
is it?
I've been up all night.
Oh,
What do
it
I
should
Oh
do?
yeah, hold of the deep king. Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Marceline?
So apparently I've been up all night. What am I supposed to do now?
Erd gives you a nod and a little bit of a sigh at the same time, but she basically gave you a kind of like pass that allows you to get across to the other districts, so you can now travel across the city without any hiccups with the guards. But she told you to try and aid these folks if they ever get in any dire need. She gave you an expectation of what might happen depending on their visitation with the royalty. Just kind of like
Shit
you're
might go down.
kind of been hired as a mercenary to, if anything goes down, to try and help them get away. But she gave you the
Have I
caveat
been
in
signed up
saying,
for a suicide job?
she said that this shouldn't be that. She said that don't kill anyone. It's basically what she said. Don't kill any of our citizens. This is meant to just like evade.
Okay, what if they try to kill us?
She said that certain ones may assist you. Certain of the guard may assist you. It's really she's like, try and avoid any sort of conflict at all, is basically what she's saying. If you can be how do you say strategic with what you're trying to do.
Well, I was observing people, and I'm pretty sure I saw them dancing. So,
Oh, they were in a kind of like a stalactite that's been burrowed into. So there's like a door. You wouldn't have been able to see them. You've been observing from the outside, just making sure, watching their comings and goings.
oh, okay.
But from there,
if I recognize, I'd send Zizix down to the barrel, I guess, where she's just chilling, I guess, and I recognize her obviously, and I have just sit like on her foot in that form, and just be like, just kind of sit there, try to get her attention.
a bat. You're gonna send your bat over there.
Yeah, just to like land on her foot as she's trying to sit on this barrel, or like legs up on the barrel and stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
You have a bat on your toes.
Yeah, he's looking at you really curiously, tilting his head every now and then. And he's gonna speak. He's like, "You are terrible at your job. You know that."
You don't even know what her job is.
She's terrible at. Listen to Zizix speak. Okay, I can't control what he says.
Oh, I don't know what you're trying to do, with sending him over there.
So you are terrible at your job. Why are you following my master? What business do you have with him? Are you like past? Are you lovers or something? Fucking teeth.
I lost all audio. That's weird.
Yeah, I lost various halfway through that.
Apparently, she isn't responding to your bat speaking to her.
Oh,
The fact that a speaking bat is just on her foot, she doesn't care. Okay, well, flies back. He's like, this one seems a little on the dim side matter.
oh God. What is it?
Anyway, as y'all are escorted to the hold, you notice it's a big palace. You saw that the palisades were previously littered with a lot of injured folks from the battle with the dragon. But you notice that the Hold the Deep King is a dark and foreboding edifice lodged between two great columns that rise up into the thick clouds of smoke from the forges. This clouds of smoke conceal the cavern ceiling, and a great basalt brazier filled with molten lava bathes the palace facade in a hellish glow, and the thick stone walls bristle with iron turrets and battlements. Curiously, you notice that there's no one on guard. The walls and everything just completely barren. You're ushered through the front courtyard, and
This is intimidating.
eventually you enter into the main palace foyer. I'm gonna move this around on the screen. Oh, that ain't half bad. Let's see. How can y'all see that? Oh, that's because there's a brazier. Yeah, brazier. So when you enter, you notice that there is a green, sort of crystalline, greenish blue crystalline shape of like an obelisk in the center of the front room. Barius, go ahead and make just a flat intelligence check.
Sure.
See if you recognize it. Okay. You recognize that this this green obelisk is made of the same mineral material that you've been noticing having these odd magical effects throughout the Whirlstone tunnels and different parts of the Underdark. This is a massive chunk of Fair's Rest.
Is this the material that was in the crystal walls that was like made out of my ring? Or
Yes, this
okay.
you recognize this is very similar to your ring. But you're told to continue forward into the main area where the king is set. So I'll just move y'all for now.
Yeah. As I walk past, can I like tap it with my ring finger? The obelisk.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just to do it. Yeah.
I'm guessing I'm outside.
Yeah. You see, you get the sense that you're not allowed into the palace, but if you were invisible, maybe you could have gone in, but doubt that you could do that. But this is something that you're unfortunately excluded from.
Okay.
From there, y'all walk forward and you see a line of columns moving throughout the area, and in the center another large brazier filled with lava. Along the sides, lava pours down through troughs cut into the black basalt walls on this vast hall. The heat is oppressive. The walls reek of sulfur. Thick black columns support the heavy ceiling, and at the far end of the hall stands an iron throne atop an obsidian dais. A crowned Duergar encased in armor sits on the throne. Next to him stands a royal consort wearing a gown made of gold coins.
Wow. Okay.
Do y'all approach?
That's too rich for my blood.
What was the thing in the beginning, by the way? Or the middle? I'm sorry. You don't have Bronix with us.
Yeah,
You mean
no,
the
Bronix
crystal
isn't
or
with
the
y'all.
fire?
Okay.
The crystal or the fire? What do you mean?
This.
It's another brazier filled with lava. It's just a giant.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll approach slowly.
All right.
Yeah, I'd go too. Are guards with us, or is this just purely just
empty?
Empty. Huh.
You just see the two figures at the other side of the room.
Hurry up.
So from there, he's sitting in his throne, just with his head on his hand. So these are the ones I have to thank for hundreds dead. None of y'all speak? Are y'all deaf as well as dumb?
No, Your Highness. As
Well, we
unfortunate
are
the loss of
those-
life was, it was not our doing, and it was not our wishes. That was the dangerous beast that you guys have housed.
Does he speak for all of you?
Yes.
I agree with my friend here, as coming from the star opinions of dragons, and their their nature is
Berries.
obviously different to yours. So
I nudge Barius in the stomach.
oh, break a rib.
So I've heard accounts of what I've been told by our illustrious captain. What is your stories? Why did the beast slay my citizens?
It was
He
a dragon.
He seemed to have caught on to what the keepers were doing to him.
Dragon
So-
Dragon Keeper's magic that held the dragon in a pseudo prison of, unknowingly, you slowly started to break out of it and became aware. And by the time the dragon attacked, he was fully broken free, and there was nothing anyone could have done to stop it.
Continue.
So the Dragon Keepers, in their struggle to keep the dragon in this state of, pseudo prison, like I said, I don't know the details, but they requested us to find the replacement for the dragon egg, which was originally in their possession but was stolen by the Grey Ghosts. And we were set to retrieve it. And so we did. But before we could, the dragon. Well, anyway, we retrieved it, and when we arrived, the dragon had taken what the dragon speaker leader hostage as a collateral damage, as he had already caught on the ruse. And as we arrived there to deliver the egg to the Stonekeepers so that they could, I assume, to execute the dragon in whatever way they would have done, is a tradition to execute it and replace it with the dragon. The dragon was already there with the hostage, and he demanded that either we all perish as we stood right then and there, or we give him the dragon egg, and he go as a reward for doing something he much liked, because he obviously did not want to get replaced. So in a situation, we were forced to play the only hand we had, and that was to give him the dragon egg. But unfortunately, he did kill the dragon speaker leader, probably out of hate and hatred for what he'd done, imprisoning
While
the dragon
you're
and such.
discussing and talking to the king, you see the female Duergar consort kind of lean over the large throne and begin to whisper in his ear, and he just sits there and cracks a smile and laughing almost flirtively, obviously. And he said he just waves her off a little bit, playfully. So the reaping of the fire was interrupted. There's no successor to fulfill our needs, and you were present for this issue. Obviously.
That is correct.
Yep.
Now, normally it is customary when folks break our laws, which you had no intention of doing, I assume. Death.
No, of course not.
We behead those who violate that sort of covenant. But I've heard other dealings within the city that you have been involved in. I've heard that the Grey Ghost that stole the egg, you supposedly eliminated them from the picture. That is well done. I also hear that you have quelled many riots within the Darrow. They have grown restless. One of your kin or compatriots is not here because he has been cleared of all charges already by our captain. And he was instrumental in providing an actual combat to finish the dragon's reign before it started. So I have already given him leave. You three, I hear, were personally there at the moment of Gartakar's death, and he had already fled. Well, he tried to inform our guard. We have a witness here, and you see a keeper who is disheveled in appearance. Seems like he's been in a dungeon. He walks in from the room on your left. I don't have a token for him, but I can make one real fast. Where are my characters? Pardon me. NPCs. I'll just use Gartakar. Even though y'all never saw him. Well, y'all saw him once. So, this Keeper of the Flame, haggard and beaten, steps forward. Yes, Your Grace. How can I help? He's bleeding from different parts where he's been punched or bruised. There was a individual who informed you. Who is this? And he begs for forgiveness. He's like, Your Grace, I don't know. It was just a voice on the wind. I never saw him. Just it was gruff and very serious. Okay. And right as he's about to walk away to go, you see 3 stone guard surround him and pierce him with blades.
Oh.
They appeared out of nowhere.
They were invincible, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll bring him.
Well, damn.
So, you see this man's executed and his blood is thrown onto the ground. This
But-
is what happens to those who flee from their post.
But he fled to warn you, though.
I already
Did he
had
not-
one warning. I did not need 2.
But he did not know that, I'm sure.
Regardless. And you see the female Durgar kind of like does a high pitched chuckle and quips and laughs, and she pats him on the shoulder and says, "Oh God, you're so cruel. I love this about you." And he just smiles and he's completely infatuated and enthralled. So, what am I to do with you 3?
What are you to do with us?
I don't know yet. I may have some fun with y'all. Not very often we get surfacers in our midst. Could be fun. And the same Durgar female just keeps quipping up and saying, "Oh, don't torture the poor lads. Put them out of their misery." Just very odd interaction.
I'm just there like, I'm like,
Okay,
I'm gonna just, I'm gonna reach into one of my pockets right now.
Don't.
And just hold my hand there, and just chill. Nothing. Don't worry, nothing to attack or do bad to anyone. It's just,
Your Highness,
Yeah.
if I may be honest.
oh God, he's being
We-
honest again.
These guys are they drag the
We had
body
sent-
out.
We had sent our orc friend to give a warning because we were not sure how the dragon would react to us. Either we were dead and we would have died and he still would have rampaged, or we didn't die and he rampaged. So those were our options at the time.
You're implying that his activities would have continued to ended in the same way, regardless of your involvement?
I believe so.
By the time we had reached Dragon, he had already broken free of this dragon control, and he was simply waiting for us to deliver the egg.
Yep.
Being a cunning dragon as he is, he was right, and we did. And then, like I said, we weren't in a position to really. We couldn't face such a monstrous being like that by ourselves. But he seemed.
Why didn't you run? Why didn't you, I don't know, give the egg to the people? You could have done lots of things, but
Well,
you chose to go back and give him what he wanted.
The Stone Speaker told us to keep this matter private as news of the dragon
Stone
breaking
Speaker?
free.
No,
Sorry, the
not
fight, the dragon speaker, you know. He told
Keeper
us
of
to
the
keep
Flame.
Yeah,
Keeper
Keeper
of
of the
the
Flame. Thank you,
Speaking of the
Riley.
Stone Speaker,
Yes.
he is vouched for your efforts as well. Another commendation from a higher source. And I'm inclined to believe their recommendations. But this is my kingdom after all. And my kingdom has suffered greatly for this. People are dead. 300 of my own personal guard are dead. Our ways of making valuable magical items is gone. What am I to do with this crumbling city that you are directly responsible for?
Well, I may not know how your kingdom works, but the gatekeepers did speak of a way to replace the dragon. Surely you could find another dragon egg in due time to replace the one that had unfortunately, gone out of
That
control.
would shirk your responsibility. How about this? You're responsible for losing the egg and having my dragon killed. So how about you replace my dragon?
Well, I don't think it's quite up to the task. As I points to.
I don't see why not. You have so many tales behind your name. What are y'all called anyway? The Fabulous Idiots? Well, nothing. Anyway,
Honestly,
We
we
do not call ourselves anything.
We are survivors, your
boring.
lord.
So boring. Isn't that right, Shawl? Aren't they boring? Oh yes, Your Highness. They're so weird. You just see this weird interaction between them. You don't understand what a consort is doing, giving him advice. So, a few options. I kill you, I enslave you, I imprison you. That's very fun. But a quest is always fun. Too bad I can't watch it. Or can I? Shaw, can I? Yes, of course you can. Here. And she hands him an item, which it looks just like a large ball, but it has like an ethereal smoke in it. It's like, this could be useful.
Can I do a check?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check.
All right. I know exactly what that is. Do I?
Yeah, you have an idea. You sense that it's some sort of item used for scrying.
Oh,
that's not my alley.
Okay.
I'll just.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, you know too.
He's looking through this. He's like, if I send you to go and do this task to find an egg, I'll give you a year. I think a year is fair. And if you fail, you'll die one way or the other by a dragon, by my men or some other assassin. And as he says that, you see, let me bring up the creature. In
I should have done scene visibility myself.
go get on the freaking. I can't drag this on here.
Oh no.
Oh, I
So
dragged
dumb.
3 of them.
Oh,
Well,
whoops.
you know what? That's fine. Three scary.
So you see,
Ooh.
just like almost like a black smoke begins to like fade off of this figure as like it becomes visible. You see a tall panther-like creature sitting at his side. So, Sido, what do you think? Do you think you could take care of these folks if they fail to uphold their allotted task? And he almost has a growling voice, and he says, "Oh, it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. I believe these guys will do great for you. They can do it. Yes, a dragon egg. Sounds like fun, doesn't it, gentlemen?"
I give that guy a thumbs up.
Uh, your accent is very rash and harsh. Where is it that you said you come from? Even though you never said anything.
I didn't, but it is something you're quite familiar with in a way. Devil.
I abyssal. Yeah, abyssal is devil, right?
Infernal, I think would do,
Devil.
but
Yeah,
I think
inferno.
he speaks both.
Oh well. Anyway, I'll speak in.
Infernal, it'd be infernal.
All right, inferno. I'll speak. So you're aware of who I am, then.
I know what you are.
I don't think I don't know what I am. I find the fact that you know what I dream possible.
Yes. Sorry, I just typed a message.
It's all right.
So,
But it is cute though that you think you know what I am.
a child of Asmodeus. I know exactly what you are.
Agree to disagree.
And
Elbow.
the king sits there. And to make sure this sinks in, I'm going to have Eared Black Skull give you a stay in our facilities. And then we'll see how the things go. Toodaloo.
Facilities?
But I mean, how could we refuse such a fabulous offer?
So, you see, let's see.
Honestly, our accommodations are pretty
Shut
pathetic.
Elbow.
So you see, imagine an entire cohort behind you begin to apparate into thin air, and they all point their swords forward towards the king, and then brush it towards the door, as in, make your exit.
Your lord, please, if I may plead, don't punish them. This is more my fault than them. They followed me, and I will bear their punishment if possible.
So you are willing to stay in the stocks
Don't
until
do it, Alistair.
for their sentences as well.
If that is what it takes, they would need me on this quest you have requested of our group, shall we say, but I'm the one who brought the egg to the place. They merely followed me and helped clean up the mess.
All right. So the standard is 30 months in prison. So 9 months in prison for you, and then you get 3 months to go on a quest. This what you're thinking?
I don't know what your sentence is, but it's more my sentence to bear than theirs.
If
No,
you
they did not
take the
stop me,
sentence
but
for us, we will have less time to go on this adventure. And I think we need all the time we can get. So, are you giving us a year after the sentence?
I was thinking it
Or-
was going to be more of like a number of days
So
rather
what
than
is the
months.
actual sentence he's giving us?
3
Like,
months, he's saying.
are we supposed to spend 3 months in jail? Basically, is what he's saying.
That's what it sounds like you're saying. Yeah.
It's like, with all respect, Your Majesty, if you were to just simply let us be, we will be glad to do this quest for you, seeing as our friend here has quite the history with dragons himself. He is quite, could say, knowledgeable about them. It is in fact due to him that we're even alive to, be graced with your presence. He is on a personal vendetta to find one of these beasts, and would be glad to. It will
Oh,
be
so
his
he
personal.
has a lead, you might say.
And I look at him and like, we have a lead of a dragon.
There
It's-
is a dragon I know of. It is a very, very
All right. I will give you a portion of your sentence. How about 6 days? And then in those 6 days, you'll be conditioned. And then you may go do this task and save my city. You'll be lauded as heroes. And if you fail, Sido will take care of you.
Not sure if
That
we
sounds
fail.
like fun.
Well, if we
Understood.
fail, it will provide much entertainment for yourself, I imagine.
Yes. He pulls up the orb. I have
Yeah.
my eyes on you.
I chuckle. A nice one.
All right. So from there, you're escorted out by the cohort. Um, all right. And I'm going to just take y'all over to Overlake Hold.
We're getting arrested.
Alistair's getting arrested. He's
No,
tortured.
we're getting arrested.
I mean, the whole point
I'm
was
not
he
taking
was
a
going
fall.
to take it. Alistair's gonna apparently take.
No.
I mean, that's what he said to the king. After, I'm pretty sure that's what he did.
It's
Was
like,
he's being
don't
tortured
I
do
don't
it.
know
to
anything
stay.
that's happened. You're getting arrested, so
Dude.
I'm just gonna deal with the fallout. That's why I left. Because I don't want to know anything that happened in there, so I don't metagame.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You see
So-
us being escorted out by many guards.
Yeah, we just basically kicked to the curb and told to fuck off. I imagine.
You know, look to
So-
Black Skull. What are your orders?
She does have you in her private quarters. As y'all kind of see as one of the doors open, you see the three of them being lauded back. So Navarre, you saying you're willing to join him? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna serve my little sentence.
Okay, that'll reduce it to I think 4 days instead. Well, no, if you take half a sentence, it would be 3.
Mm-hmm.
Barrius, you gonna exclude yourself from that?
I am going to put my hand on Alistair, and in like just a moment of just pure self-sacrifice, I'm going to put my hand on you and I say, "You, you are just a perfect example of what people should be. Not that I assume there's no one around when I say this. I don't want to say this out loud, but that odd, horrend, just horrendous figure of a king executing people and stuff. You are what the true example should be. I would be glad to take the sentence with you, but I have such harsh treatment, and I pains me to say this, my friend, but I cannot take this punishment with you. But
Is there Black Skull here with us?
Yeah, I
No,
would say this.
she's watching y'all get pushed towards one of the cells. Both of them
Yeah.
are.
That's what I mean. Like she's nearby. I can yell to her.
But I
Yeah,
put
you
my
could
hand on her
probably yell to
shoulder.
her. I mean, y'all notice that normally the jails are pretty quiet because the guards keep it in order, but every once in a while you'll hear one insane prisoner yelling from the cells.
Well, it's not so much I want to yell. I just want to speak to her.
I mean, she's watching y'all. If that's what you're trying
Darius
to.
is the
Yeah.
shit lord.
But anyway, Alistair,
Aaron, if you
I'm gonna
could,
say this one thing.
Send Navarre and Barrius home. Now look to both of you guys. This
Nope.
is more my burden to bear than
Nope.
yours. It is not my first, and
Nope.
it will not be my last.
I will not. I do not allow this. I will take my sentence as well.
Does Aird listen to me and send his ass home?
She is just. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
It was the king's
Maybe.
order. I took the
Nope.
sentence for you.
Nope.
Make a persuasion check.
Hey, you good at those?
Yeah, that plus 0.
That's actually pretty good. 15.
I refuse not to take
Wouldn't it be
punishment.
against Navarre? Like Navarre's trying to convince her to take him as well.
If you truly wish, you can go back and ask the king himself, but I took the burden to bear for this sentence. Them.
She looks over to Navarre. She's like, "I'm sorry, my scaly friend, but he is correct. The king would want it that way."
I refuse. I will take
Don't
my
do that.
punishment, and I will take it gladly.
We'll go to the king and say you want to be punished. I'm sure he'll revel in the thought of being tortured as well.
She just looks around. She's like, "Let's see. He wants to be punished." She grabs your hand and punches the other guard with your hand. She's like, "All right, that'll do," and she throws you in another cell.
Great.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
Assaulting a peace officer, 3 days.
So I'm still in for 6.
Yeah, you did. Doesn't affect your punishment because of that. But
He's just in prison as well, so it's great.
while she walks away, she's like, "I don't know what I'm doing with these idiots." So what we were saying, and she looks over to you, Marceline. Have you told her your character's name? I'm assuming.
I told her my first name. Let's say I go by Liliana, but I'm not telling her my last name.
All right. So she looks over. All right, Liliana. Here's the plan. I've promised these bunches of idiots to get them out of the house or the city safely. The king is not himself. I mean, if he was, they would be dead right now anyway. So this actually works out for them, but we won't tell them that. I'm going to conveniently have some guards away from their post. And conveniently give you the keys to their cells.
Why don't we just even more conveniently let them serve their sentence and then walk out as if nothing ever happened?
Because the king may change his mind, and that is not good.
The
He
king that
may
changes
think
his
of
mind must be seen as weak in the mind in the eyes of his people.
that's not very wise for us to spout, because if that's the truth, who knows what he could do. I don't want to disobey him, but I owe these people.
So what exactly did they do to get this treatment? Do you know?
They got several hundred people killed and ruined our ways of making good weapons. Pretty much. It's bad. The lives of 4 for the lives of 400.
Why are
is
you
kind of
trying
hard
to help
justify.
these people again?
They did a few tasks for me, and it's more of like they didn't do anything too crazily good, but I gave them my word, so my word means a lot. It's complicated. I
In my
never really
opinion,
thought
these
about it.
people are dangerous and better behind bars. If they killed several hundred people and destroyed your only means of producing good weaponry, then
Well, I said that they didn't do much. They did save the city from a cult that was influencing the entire city with demonic possession. So they did save more than they killed. It's really weird.
okay, maybe you should say things like that first and then the bad things
Yeah.
second, so I don't immediately get a terrible opinion of them.
Yeah, it's hard for me.
I can tell that. So, continuing on, make the guards leave their post, I'll break them out, and if I have to kill anyone to get out of the city, I'm going to kill people to get out of the city.
I'd prefer you wouldn't do that.
I understand that, and I don't give a shit.
You could just knock them out. They're not hard.
It's more fun to stab Underdark citizens.
Yeah. Okay. Do that, I guess.
I will.
Yeah. So here are the keys. The guard shift changes just about 6 hours from now, and you should have about a 15-minute window, I think. Shouldn't be too hard unless they cause a ruckus. The armory is up there in the northeastern cordon, and their things will be there. You can try to enlist the talkative one for his help. He's pretty dexterous with his mental capabilities, but that's about it. But this is your option to get them out. I'm paying you about 600 gold, so it's up to you if you want the money or not.
Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's do this.
All right.
6 hours later.
What do y'all do with y'all's prison time?
I'm sending
Yeah.
in Zizix to keep Alistair company.
I am strangling Sizzix if he's with me.
Okay.
My master sent me.
One
Don't kill
player
me,
character
please.
dead.
What was that?
I'm not saying that's one player character dead. You just got strangled.
No, that's
Don't
my
survive
pet.
being strangled.
That's his
Why-
familiar.
Yeah, I had him.
You strangle
I had
your
him.
familiar?
No,
I had
I'm
him walk
strangling
up to
his
you.
familiar.
Yeah, he's strangled.
I
I had him
grab
walk
him
up
by
to
the
you, but
neck
you
and I
throw
yell at him to get away from me, which I'm sure I look like a madman to everyone else around.
Yeah, I couldn't hear a single word you're saying. You just totally talked over.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, something about your familiar.
Barrier
Oh,
speak.
yeah, he's just strangling him because he's an asshole. He's a demon, so yeah, he's basically insulted and belittled everyone in the party. But he's useful, so they put up with his shit. Basically, that's it. I sent him invisibly to keep Alistair company. It's like my master says you are doing a great favor, peasant. And he's just like strangling him for no reason.
Navarre, do anything? You're in an adjoined cell. You're not in the same cell.
I'm just gonna.
Remember, keep it in mind. In your mind, you're in here for 3 days.
Yep. Well, just gonna. I don't
There's
know.
a lot of time in prison, apparently.
Yeah. There is. Do I have my book?
No, you've been stripped down to a prison tunic.
Okay. Darn, I don't have my book.
Yeah, the book.
Darn, I can't cast Fly, Fireball, Dark Vision, or Comprehend Languages, or Message. I can cast literally everything else. Oh. Well, I guess I'll just wait. I have nothing to do.
I'll be looking after Clarence.
All right. I guess this is a point where Eldith is kind of questioning. She's like, where's the other two?"
Berries.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you're the only one who's free.
Yeah, I mean, I have Zeus in there, so if things go bad, I can always make him invisible. But I guess I'd just be at home trying to look after Clarence and stuff, And
So
seeing
you
as
don't
they're in
tell
prison.
Eldith where they are? Oh no, you did.
The rest, are they questioning me where everyone's gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eldith, Jim Jar, Stool, they're all just sitting back. It's like, wait, where are they?
Oh, yeah. They decided to take a little me time and are spending the next week in the dungeon to pay for the crime which we did not commit. But
Eldith puts her hands in her head. She's like, "What did y'all do?"
the dragon, the dragon that killed everyone. We were there, so we're involved.
Y'all were there. Y'all never told us this.
Well, we ran away. There's really much to say. We ran away, and plus we really want to put you guys into it. Seeing as if you were also found with knowledge bearing our involvement, they would have probably arrested and killed you because the king's fucking crazy. Just fucking stabbed a dude for actually warning people. He's like, "Oh, I don't need two people warning us," and he literally killed the guy in front of us. Fucking asshole. But yeah, they're gonna be in there for about a week, and I don't know about you, but the king is fucking cuckoo. So I'd lay low because as well. What else have I forgot to mention? That is fucking. That's about it really. So great icing on the cake. Lay low. Don't draw attention to yourselves because we have the king guards following us, probably invisible right now in this room, and I'll wave. And yeah, we have to try to capture a dragon to replace the one that we inadvertently killed. So
Capture a dragon.
But I'm not the one who's working out the details, okay? We were just told to do it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm getting the fuck out of here and never looking back.
I just wanted to go home to Gotham, and you got us involved in a dragon heist?
You're not involved in the dragon heist. So zip it.
I'm a part of the party. I'm in the group. All of us are following you idiots. You see Rot. You see Rot pick up his axe. It's like, all right, I'm ready.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing? They're just serving their time, and then when they come out, we'll go find this dragon together if you guys want, or you can. I don't really care. Since you guys need to do your own shit, I get that. And yeah, we'll die trying, I guess, or this fucking abyssal demon panther will assassinate us in our sleep. It doesn't seem very fun.
What's a panther?
They're like a beast in the overworld. They're like a beast. Yeah, they're like animals, wild animal, kind of like or what do you have down here? Like,
well, whenever this gets out of hand, we're ready to ship out because this city's fucking nuts.
You know what? That's a perfect idea here. You can look after Clarence, and I give you Clarence. Don't worry, and my master. I'm gonna tell Alice is like, don't worry, my master is taking good care of your Clarence while you're away.
Oh boy!
In an evil, not in an evil tone. He doesn't have any other tone. Yeah. I'm gonna give Clarence to Eldith. She's like the most trustworthy person.
You ever seen someone who's like holding a baby and they have no idea what's going on. That's totally what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, we're gonna get the fuck out of here soon, so I'm gonna gather my shit personally, and yeah, that's what I'll be doing with my time. I'll also inform Topsy and Turvy to get together because they need to stick with us until we can cure them. So I'll be like, look, we gotta leave the city, get your shit together. I know you had a rough couple of nights, but we need to leave this city, and if you have any hopes of being cured, guys, let's be pheasants. We're the only ones with the blood.
They look tired and haggard, obviously, still, since it's the same day since they've been back. They're like, if you can cure us, we'll stick with you. That's all. That's our only choice. But let us know, like Elda said, when we're leaving.
I have eyes in the prison, so as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. But it should be fine. They're only going to serve 6 days. What's the worst that can happen? You hand over to the prison break.
Anyway, Liliana, how do you prepare for your break-in and out?
I don't prepare. I just walk in.
You just walk in. Okay. Alrighty. So from there, she knows exactly where y'all cells are. Y'all are about to head to sleep. You're about to doze off, and you hear the clinking of chain against the cell wall or the cell door.
So, y'all are the people who got y'all self-arrested. Congratulations. Y'all fucked up. Can y'all not fuck up again and just get the hell out of the city?
It's not like we could help it.
In our defense, it wasn't exactly our faults.
Something in me doesn't believe that.
Well, then something in you is absolutely wrong.
I don't know. The girl in
I
the
was
hood
hired
keeps
here
ignoring.
to break you out,
Alright.
unlock the cage, and I say,
Hired by
"Let's get
who?
in the armory, I'll lead you to it, and then..."
I'm guessing eared.
Pardon?
I'm guessing it was eared.
I asked who would hire you.
Who would hire me?
Yeah, if we're
Does it
criminals, if
matter?
we're as bad as you think we are, why hire us?
I'm not hiring you,
Or why free us? Why take the job?
because I need the fucking money more than I care about the fact that you people are dangerous.
Honestly, I'm a danger to myself more than I'm a danger to anybody else. Like,
I'll second that.
Yes, he speaks the
get up
truth.
and
Keep this
go
one
leave
locked
the
up.
door.
Regardless, we have a very short amount of time before the guard change comes back, so you can either get in, get your stuff out now, or stay. I'm not gonna leave you.
I'll go get my fucking book.
I'll get up and follow her to wherever our stuff is.
Yeah, to the armory. I quickly speed walk there.
All right. Y'all have to go through like
Like what?
a spiral staircase.
Oh, I can cast invisibility on them if. I'll
So you
tell my
showed
pet.
up to this?
My
Oh,
pet's
you're
there,
doing by
so-
touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, well, my master says if need be, I can make you all invisible. You know, because apparently you people don't have that ability. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you all.
Alrighty. So can I get stealth checks from everyone at advantage except for Marceline?
Except for Navarre.
Oh, you don't give him invisibility.
Well, he's like, I am more danger to myself, and my family is just like, yeah, fuck you then. You don't like yourself.
Okay, so
Alright, let me
Get rid
just
of
go take invisibility at as as my next fucking
Yeah,
spell.
I'll cast it.
all right.
Third level, obviously, for 2 people. So
Okay, so Liliana, even though she's invisible, she not used to being invisible, doesn't see her hands all of a sudden, kind of clunks against the wall, makes a little bit of scrape, but it doesn't get too loud, thankfully. You're at the very beginning of the guard shift. This all transpires within the first 2 minutes of the shift. Y'all get up to the armory floor. The door is locked.
Right.
Here.
So
Um,
Liliana is at normal because she has disadvantage on stealth already.
Wait, I might actually be able to do this. No, I cannot.
And then
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
have
to
knock.
just bash. Is it like what kind of lock is it? Is it like an insert the key into the door, or is it like a padlock?
It's like it's a reinforced wooden door with a key to it. Yes, hole.
Okay. Well, it appears it's locked. I have no way of opening this.
don't you have the keys?
Did she not give you keys only to the cell?
She only gave me the key to the cell.
It's a ring of keys, and you tried
That's
you tried a
not
few
just-
on the
come on,
yeah. It's
man.
a yeah. You maybe the opens the door. You don't know.
Try the rest
Okay,
of them.
I'll start trying keys.
All right. Just go ahead and make a stealth check. Just at a regular. All right. So while you're jangling with all the keys, you don't make too much noise. You grab all the keys so they don't cling around, because this room kind of echoes a little bit once you get up to the roof of the area, and you just silently find the right key and it clicks open, no problem, and you all shift inside. You see your things and a list of armory items. Y'all want to just grab your stuff and go? You could try and maybe nick something.
Yeah, just grab our stuff and go.
What are the things we see?
It's the armory. You've been in it before.
Oh yeah, that place. Okay, yeah, no.
Does anyone have to put on heavy armor?
No,
Alistair, no, you don't. You don't.
mine's not heavy.
He
Yeah,
is
yeah,
medium.
Breastplate.
Yeah,
He
mine's
is
medium.
medium. That's a half plate, but it's a mithril set, so it's a little. It
Yeah.
gives him It doesn't impose disadvantage for stealth.
No, but it takes a certain amount of time to put on certain armors.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, we just put on
So
our stuff.
you literally might run out of time because you have to put on your armor.
Yeah, it's gonna take I think 10 minutes. So y'all are
Ooh,
already
that
at
is-
the 13-minute mark after putting on armor. Or you could just carry
Medium
it.
is 5 minutes.
Oh, it's 5 minutes for medium? Okay.
Yes. I mean, we could help
I
speed that up.
Yeah, y'all could help him into his armor.
I mean, if they can help, I guess. Yeah. Otherwise, I would just pack it.
Yeah.
Let's worry about it later.
Speed up.
Okay.
All right. So about 2.5 minutes. Is it half time or is it what is?
Halftime.
Yeah.
Okay, so about 2.5 minutes go by. It's been about 5 minutes since y'all left your cell. What do y'all do? You have all your things. Do you spend any
Mhm.
additional time there?
No.
No, we need to get back to
Yep.
there and tell everyone we're getting the hell out.
All right. Make a stealth check as y'all proceed back downstairs.
Wow, that's a lot of stealth check.
Well, you're
Okay.
escaping a prison.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have all of my glass danglies and such, I'm better at stealth.
You're not used to walking in rags.
I guess.
So,
I'm used to walking like fucking super weight.
these are all easy because there's no one technically listening right now. So y'all are able to proceed down the spiral staircase again. You pass through the cells, and then you look around the corner to the front hallway, which is like a normal tunnel with a portcullis at the end. Y'all see 2 guards there.
Looks
Two
like
guards?
you're fucked, scaly boy.
Is
Is it the
Zizix
only way
visible?
out?
No, I'm invisible. He's on Alistair's shoulder if he wants to do something.
Fucking, I whack him.
Is that the only way out? You said there's no other way for us to go.
As far as your knowledge, that is the only way you've been ushered in and out throughout the various encounters in this area. You can try and look for an exit elsewhere, but this is the one that y'all know of. There's 2 guards that present.
Let's see, I don't really have anything for that.
I can paralyze one of them. Can anyone paralyze the other?
It doesn't work for long periods of time. I'd have
I
to.
can, well, I can kill the other. I can't paralyze anything.
I can do hold person. So I
Okay,
can try
murder it
so
is.
yeah.
I draw my.
No.
No, too late. This is a decision we've made. You say you don't have any other options, and you say you can
I'll-
murder. So,
I'll
like,
approach up closer behind them, and then I'll cast hold.
You're gonna cast hold person on one of them or
Mhm.
both of them
Can I do 2 people?
I don't.
I
at a
can
higher
do
level.
2 people. Yes. Yeah, I'll do a 3rd level hold person. Try and get both.
Yeah. All right.
Why?
We did 2 wisdom saves.
Wait, I don't
Push.
deleted one of my spells because I have hold person as well. It's not.
Where's my soldiers?
It just confused me because it's concentration.
Yeah, you can with
When you upcast
concentration.
it-
If you upcast it, it's still the same spell.
Okay.
I am missing my normal Durgar soldier, so I'll just do this one.
I'm on low passes.
Dragging on here just for temporary sake.
Uh,
Save and save. Let's see. All right. 1 roll is wisdom, right? 5 and a 2.
Yep. So they both fail.
So you see them
Parallel.
standing guard with their spears, and they just all of a sudden seize up and lock up. They're just standing there still as a statue.
And I'm behind them. I'm going to hurry up and put my hallowed helm on and have it cover my face, even though my eyes are glowing orange, since I'm no longer invisible. I'm going to hide my face. And then I'm going to have my
Okay.
traveler's cloak. I would have had that around me.
Alrighty. So y'all have reached the front door. It is also locked, and y'all have, I think, how long do they have to save every round?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 more
It
saves.
only lasts a minute, so hurry up with the keys.
Here's the stone guard. This is what I should be using. All right. Okay, they both save on the side. Right as y'all reach the door, you see them untense, and they are now alerted to y'all's presence. I would like everyone to initiative.
We have nothing to click on.
Oh, that's right. You can drag your tokens on.
Can I? The answer is I cannot.
I can.
There you go, Alistair. Oh, Various, you're not there.
Let's say I do not see me. Wherever you put me.
Oh, I dragged you into GM layer. I'm sorry. Oh shit, look at you go. Initiative.
All right, death it is.
I mean,
They rolled well their wisdom saves, man.
Liliana's still invisible at least.
Honestly, I thought she was just gonna kill everyone. She didn't give a shit.
And I just there we go. So she gets a natural 20 for her initiative. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And descending. So, all right, Liliana, you're up. They're about
okay.
25 feet at most away from you.
Okay. I rush up 25 feet and immediately strike at both of them. One attack at
All right.
each.
go ahead and roll for attacks. Alrighty. Those both hit.
Nice.
The second one just narrowly hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And
So-
then as a bonus action, I'm going to make a pommel strike at the
Alrighty.
first one that I hit.
Hits. Ooh, there you go. Alrighty. We're going to -6. And then the first one you hit the same one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 14 damage. So he takes a small hit to him, and then he keeps going. Then the other one also takes a decent size hit, the 8 damage. All right, Alistair, you're up.
How close am I to them?
You're about 20 feet away, 25 feet away.
But the door's behind them still.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hurl my hammer at the one that she hit the second time that she pommel striked.
Okay. Oh,
for
the pommel
non-lethal?
strike? Okay.
Whatever it was. Yeah, whichever one took the more
The
damage.
first one.
Okay. Go
Wanna
ahead
move
and
up a
roll an
little
attack.
closer. Yeah. Oof.
That to miss. As you go to throw the hammer right after her, she pommels hits him in the face, which knocks it back, and the hammer narrowly misses. All right, this one, the one that you just hit or tried to hit, is going to pull out his knife or his sword, short sword, and swing at Liliana. And where's my attack? Oh, there it goes. Rolls a natural 1. Oh, wait, no, he's got advantage because of phalanx formation. So he hits for 10 piercing damage. And that's his attack. So as he recoils from getting knocked with the pommel, he draws his sword and flicks it up and kind of like stabs you in the arm. The next one, who's behind you, is going to attack her since she's also in melee. She's the closest one. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another 7 piercing damage. He kind of like stabs you on the side a little bit, but you're still going good. Navarre, you're up.
All right.
You see this person that you just met getting stabbed. Are you gonna assist her?
Let's see. What do I have? Right, I have smoke bombs.
Those are
Fuck, I have
indiscriminate.
smoke bombs.
Those are indiscriminate.
I know,
So, yeah.
but we could have used them. Oh well. Damn it. That would have been a perfect time. All right, so I'm going to pull out Shadow Blade so that I don't cause any like damage, physical damage.
All
Because
right.
I don't want like my obviousness to play out. And I'm gonna fling it at the female Durgar.
They're both male Dorgar, but either one. Which one? The one that
other one, the second one.
The one that didn't get hit as hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
There you go. Fucking Christ.
Nope.
It missed.
You kind of like throw it, but you got the point wrong, and it just hits him with the blunt end. It doesn't do any damage. All right.
It just goes past him.
Top of the round, Liliana.
Marceline?
Yeah?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn again. Okay. All 3 attacks going towards the one I injured most.
Okay. Alrighty. The second one does not hit, and obviously not the third one. but you do hit with that first one, obviously, and do a sizable amount of damage. It's doing decently damaged, but still up.
Mm-hmm.
It's on its last legs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 17 damage, not bad. Okay, Alistair, you're up. You see that the one that she just struck with a very significant cleave on the shoulder, spurts a little bit of blood, is not doing good.
Okay. Are the two guards standing next to each other?
Yes, they're
Alright,
in formation, blocking the door.
I'm gonna run up next to her, and I'm gonna hit the one with my hammer. That is badly injured.
Mm-hmm.
Try to. Fuck.
Nope.
And for me to do my shield bash, do I have to have hit, or can I just use the
No,
bonus?
you just have to have attacked, I think, right?
Yeah, it's
d-
take
yeah,
the
Just use
attack.
your
and then go
shield
through the
master.
thing.
Just put it out.
Yeah,
It should,
it is.
should tell you.
It does. And then I'm going to try and bash the other one. I'll try and knock him to the ground.
All right.
Make him fall
I
prone.
think that's competing athletics, or is it just strength?
Athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
All right. Let's see. Rolls a natural 1, so he's down on the ground.
All right.
Alrighty. So you have a prone target. The one that is next to him sees you run up and knock his player down. He's going to try and swing at you. Rolls a natural 20, but only does 6 damage. He rolled 2 nat ones on his dice. So you take 6 piercing damage as he stabs you from the right where your shield is exposed.
Isn't he
The other
immune
one,
to crits?
No,
that's my brother. My brother's yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's got the adamant sign armor. The other stone guard is going to try and get up from being knocked prone, using half his movement, and he's going to continue focusing on Liliana. But let's see, 24 to hit, and an additional 9 piercing damage.
Jeez.
He kind of just gets up to one knee and just lunges forward and gets under your guard and stabs you in the abdomen. Navarre, you're up.
Attack tactic.
Alright.
How fun is that?
All right. I guess I'll move. I'll move to where I can have a clear sight of both of them. Return my shadow blade and throw it again.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go. That hits.
And it lands right in the side of the head of the second one.
All right. So which one? The weaker one or the one that has barely been hit?
Barely been hit.
All right. So you hit him right in the temple with this ghostly blade, and does a significant amount of damage as he recoils from getting hit. Just after he struck Liliana. Top of the round, Liliana. You had 2 somewhat injured guys, one more than the other.
Keep going after the one who's more injured.
All right, go ahead and roll.
It doesn't
Miss.
hit.
That hits. All right, and this is a killing blow.
Pardon?
This is a killing blow, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you see her just pull down a massive halberd with jagged spikes and just puts one spike into his head and the other one goes into his chest. And it slumps over and slides off the X. All right,
Spin
that's
around
one down.
and whip the butt end of my halberd at the other. That doesn't hit.
Nope.
And a turn.
Dang.
All right, Alistair, you're up. You see your friend or your new acquaintance brutally kill this guy.
I'm going to try and hit him with my hammer, bash it right down on his shoulder.
All right, that hits.
Wonderful, nat 19. 4 bludgeoning, and I'm going to cast Healing Word on Liliana.
4 bludgeoning and 3 radiant, right?
No radiant. It's not ranged.
Oh, that's right. It's only when it's ranged. Good call.
Yep.
All
And
right.
15 for Liliana.
10 health to Liliana.
15.
Oh, 15. I didn't see that higher cast.
Hey, for once it
Minus-
wasn't a D1. Also, you don't have music
Yay.
playing.
Oh, well, not bad. Uh, go ahead. Let's see. Oh, he's dead.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
What the hell is that?
What was that?
Yeah.
You don't want to know.
Drink.
The mixing of
Sure.
blood of my
Let's go with
enemies.
that.
Let's see. I'll just do that for now. Okay, so this guy right here gets up and he's going to attack Alistair since he healed. Oh, another natural 20. Jesus. Natural 19, natural 20. He's going to do 13 piercing damage as he kind of like chops and hits you in the side.
Alright.
Sorry, still hitting me?
No, that was on Alistair.
Oh,
You got 15 health though if you didn't mark it.
oh I didn't.
Yeah, I healed you.
All right. And that's Navarre's turn.
All right. Returning the Shadow Blade. I throw it again.
All right. Go ahead and roll. That hits.
That was a 18. Nice.
Ooh.
With a 13. Yay.
So you throw the blade and it hits him
Power
right
that
by the collarbone.
and re-roll that too. Oh,
Well,
I
So-
had a really good chance of being it better, but oh well.
So it's still enough damage to knock him. So you hear him make a kind of scream, just like ah, and falls unconscious, right next to the one that was already stabbed through the head. But the door is now accessible with the two bodies of these guys here. Alrighty, what do y'all do? It's end of initiative.
quick, whoever you are, open the door, keys. And I'm gonna cast Cure
Back to
Wounds
the
on
keys.
myself to try and stop some of this bleeding I'm having going on.
Alright, go ahead and
These nat ones hurt my soul.
Oh. Oh.
are you casting at a higher level or no?
Nope, just
Okay.
one.
God dang, that's still 8 damage. So, she's still got the keys. Do you go for the lock?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Yay.
So
and
you
it's
open the
locked from the inside, but okay. Open the
yeah,
door.
you open the door. It's basically you have it's two locks on a collared wood one of those woods that hold down big castle doors. So the two collars are unlocked, and you flip them up, and then pull off the big wooden beam, toss them on the bodies of the Duergar, and you start to make your way out. All right. As y'all enter the courtyard, y'all are near the. I can actually move y'all to the other map now. Let's see, where is my other map? Overlay Cold.
And if Bronix, if Sizzix is still on, I'm going to yell at him, convey to his master, Various, to get everyone ready that we're leaving and that he needs to go and get Bronix.
Yeah, I would have woken everyone up. It's at night.
I'm just populating the next map.
Yeah,
I'd
That
I'd
from
also
you're actually gonna listen or not.
he'll listen. He's like, okay. He's like, my master is already off, but I have more duties. I will be willing to do, and I'll use the familiar trait that I teleport him towards me. I can dismiss him and make him reappear with me. And
Okay.
I tell him to go to Bronix and tell him to stop fucking his wife and to get his shit together because we're leaving.
Okay. It'll take some time. You can't. You can only teleport too. You can't teleport.
Yeah, I can't teleport him there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have him like splat into the window as a
All
bat.
right.
Just yeet him out of the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go make sure the stream can see the map right. Oh no, they can see that just fine. So y'all open the doors and you see the courtyard that holds the gallows. You turn, there's a stone guard on top of the gallows, and he turns down and he sees that you have two bodies behind y'all as you are exiting.
You would have concealed that and shut the one door behind.
Yeah, but you didn't say that.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Alright.
So I am immediately disengaging and running away from the group.
Alrighty.
Bye.
What do y'all do?
I guess just bolting out of here.
Which way do you go?
I guess.
All right. So she's fucking bouncing. I'm just gonna twin fly on both me and Alistair, and we're just gonna get out.
Oh.
We're gonna go straight to Goldborn's lair.
Alrighty. I
I the
need
only
you
one
to give
getting
me
out of
an
this?
initiative. An initiative, because we're gonna have a couple of these guys throwing javelins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course.
So
Oh no.
that one,
All right.
one. Hold
That would
on,
make sense,
Sierra,
'cause
we're
I was
about to
about to
have a
run.
break.
And now all of a sudden I'm starting to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Navarre, you get off the spell and you already start your flight, no problem. Liliana, you are already halfway down the courtyard bouncing. Alistair, you are a little slow to understanding the fly effects on you.
Fly.
So you're gonna get 2 javelins thrown at you.
Okay.
21, 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And
Good
then
thing
that
I'm
one,
the
the other one, you get hit by one, with you kind of tumble in your flight in midair, and then the other one misses you. But y'all are able to start making your escape through flight.
Okay.
Good thing I'm the one that holds the concentration.
I want to fly so that way, like, he has cover from my body in case anyone else.
Alrighty.
Miss-
Do a long range javelin attack at disadvantage. 2 of them. Miss, and a 20.
That hits.
Another 8 piercing damage. Which direction do y'all fly in?
Towards Goldborn.
Alright, that would be this way. Enough, Sierra. Jeez, give me a second. Dang dog. So, from there, y'all are out of range. Liliana, you're able to escape in whichever direction you want to go.
I am.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you got past most of them before they could even direct. You're quick on your feet, and I mean, I could throw another javelin at you if you like.
Okay.
Alrighty. So one of them that was on the barrack or the top of the barracks on you is gonna try. He sees you moving, rolls an 18, and does 4 piercing damage. Nothing too crazy. But there's multiple javelins that hit behind you like Indiana Jones style onto the ground. bouncing off the cobblestone. Some of them piercing into wooden stalls. There's, let's see, a chase gonna happen. They can't really keep up with you because they're enough. You dog, Jesus. All right. She's just pawing my leg, like, please, please, please. Enough, you poor little thing. All right. So there's gonna be 2 separate chases because Liliana's going in a separate direction than y'all. Let's see if they catch up with y'all. I doubt it.
I don't have the option to go in their direction because they're flying.
They're flying up 30 feet above. You could follow them, I guess, but that's up to you.
They have a fly speed of 60 when they're flying.
Mhm.
That's what the fly spell does.
Yeah,
There's no way
they're
I'm
pretty
keeping
much
up with
gone. Well, I mean, you could dash.
And so can they.
Yeah, I'm sure they're doing that too.
Exactly. They're double as fast as I am, and I don't have a chance of keeping up with them. I know the fly spell.
Alrighty, so. Alrighty, I have. It's dependent on your constitution modifiers for each of you. For dashing, but other than that, let's roll a new set of initiative after I clear initiative. All right, go ahead.
The same.
The same exact thing. That makes sense. They're not really going to be able to keep up with you, but they're going to try, even though.
Do I need to?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're basically going to drop out of the chase really fast.
But so yeah, we'll just fly over a couple buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so let's see.
How long does fly last for?
An hour or something like that, or
up
10
to
minutes, or
10 minutes.
yeah, invisibility is an hour.
Okay.
So y'all are flying towards the top of the buildings, and there you see a few Durgar just run up behind you and try and throw some javelins with ropes on them to see if they can harpoon one of y'all. They're only going to get one opportunity, so let's see what they can do. 23 on Alistair, and then one's gonna make one on Navarre. A natural one.
Well, so I was flying behind the bar.
Yeah.
Gives him any kind of cover.
Alrighty. So you get hit with a piercing javelin in your ankle, and your speed is hindered. You can only move at half speed.
Amazing they had javelins with ropes attached to them at hand.
It's an action to attach them, or it's a free action to attach a rope anyway. So
Tie it onto a javelin?
yeah, maybe they've already been several rounds. They could have while they were doing
It's been
that.
several rounds. We would have been like 300 feet away.
Yeah, we would have been so much further. We would have been out of this map.
Hey guys, the DM wants to throw javelins at you. Why are you stopping him? That's rude.
All right. So do you pull it out, or you just keep going?
I mean, I guess I would try and pull it out.
I mean, it's like anything you pull out of anything else, no problem.
Okay. Then I dash the hell out of there flying.
All right. So y'all fly around a few buildings. You don't see any guards to what you can tell, and it takes you about, see, at that speed, less than 2 minutes to get to Goldborn's lair, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are there. Barrius is there. What are y'all doing?
Getting the fuck out now.
I'm gonna go and fucking like grab my shit, pack it all up, And yeah.
I'm gonna cast level 3 Cure Wounds on myself because I am hurting.
Shows up probably about a minute after y'all do, and he's just like, "What the fuck's going on? What are y'all doing?
We're leaving.
What?"
We're leaving.
Leaving now.
Yeah, the
Alright.
king's trying to kill us, and they escaped
The
prison.
king's
so...
mad. We need to escape, but we're going to die.
Alrighty. He's just got his axe on his back. He's like, "Who's after us, or other than the king?"
The entire guard.
The guard.
Okay.
Yeah. They killed the guy because he actually reported about the dragon. So, unless you want to be him next, it's just you know, let's escape, like, and carry our shit.
He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna grab Stool," and he grabs Stool and puts him in his backpack as usual.
Yeah.
We wrap his shield onto him.
So what happened with your escapee? Where did she go?
Don't know. She bolted.
Oh.
Well.
Well, anyway, we need to leave the city anyway, so...
Take the time to mention that you cast fly on only yourselves and not me.
I
But
can
whatever.
only twin for 2 people, so
So ran
nah.
away before he got his turn.
Yep.
Whatever. You know what? Toodles.
Decide to do quit.
Anyway, so which way do y'all head when you're trying to exit?
Which direction is in the way of whatever next?
I can show you the map of the city so that way you have an
Yeah.
idea.
Because we know the direction of one of them. Blingdenstone?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got directions to how to get to Blingdenstone. How many?
Well, what were the places? We have to do that quest, right, with the gems and that
The
weird hand
gems
thing?
and the hand are both in Blingdenstone, which we have directions to. The other place is Neverlight Grove, which is
Well, the only reason why we're
Oh.
going there is so that I can my bet.
going there to return
And I can
Stool
get
to
my
his
stool with his
people.
family.
Yeah, no, the not the only that's not the only reason, Barius. The other reason is so we can return Stool.
You know, our initial reason of going there.
Exactly.
It's not my initial reason to going there.
Yeah, it is.
I say we know how far Blingdenstone is, and it's X days away. I don't remember. My character does. I don't. I say we probably head for that as quick as possible.
Yeah, we should probably go to Blingdenstone.
Yeah, because the Neverlight Grove is just doesn't a bunch of room praying to a god does not seem good. Hey.
Alright, Holden?
Well, sorry, I kept hitting the wrong thing on
Oh.
Discord.
But yeah, so,
So
we'll,
which
we'll,
which
we're
way
gonna
did you
head
say
to
you were gonna go?
Blingdenstone. I think?
Blingdenstone. Which way is that?
Who gave y'all directions again?
There was the one. Didn't we find a map?
Well, there was the merchant with the gems. He gave his direction.
So there was
There
that
was
one
also-
merchant, I think, woman we met that we got some.
No, it was in the Shattered
It's like
Spire.
a
It was
traveling
the guy.
merchant.
He told me
Yeah.
the gem.
Then also, I'm pretty sure we had found a map.
I thought that
Did
was
we
just of this city.
So remember, there's someone that we asked about it, and they said that if we could find, the dude that we bought the white wolf totem, he'd said that he once had a map, and if we found it, I guess we could, because we found it, and we did
Yeah,
find
you
it.
found it. Yeah.
So,
So we would use that map to navigate to Blingdenstone.
yeah.
I believe we mapped it a little bit and said it'd be like so much days travel. I think actually a couple of weeks maybe or something.
probably.
Because we'd have to go like around the lake.
Which which one would be closer, Neverlight or Blingden?
We don't know about Neverlight.
Neverlight would technically be closer.
Well, I mean,
Let's say I know he asked you
Stool's
that, but we
home,
didn't know that because
so
Stool
no.
doesn't really know how to get there. He knows how to get there like
Yeah.
naturally, like how birds
Yeah,
migrate.
he basically told you it's not far.
Oh, okay, then we go there then, since it's closer.
Yeah, we just need to escape, so closest is better at this point.
Yeah, he's already popped his reports for us as y'all are heading throughout the city. He's like, my people will keep us safe, or kind of saying, we can go there for shelter. Is what he's saying.
Hmm.
And Sareth is like saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, the Neverlight Grove is really difficult to find anyway. No Durgar would want there. He's basically seconding him.
Oops.
All this is just saying, I'm following you wherever you want to go. Jim Jar's like, bet we'll make it there, no problem. And
Alright.
Ron is just like, I'm following Bronix.
Okay. What are Jim Jar and Edith saying? Do they not mind going there, or?
They're following.
Elvis said she's following y'all. Jim Jar's just said, he bets they all make it there safely, no problem.
Of course, he bets on us.
From here, we're gonna just take a small break. I gotta take a leak, so
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm
We
gonna
shall be back.
Put us in an intermission real fast.
Yeah.
And where's my OBS? we're back. So, after just narrowly escaping a few of the guards as they pelted the party with javelins, their unknowing correspondent left them and let them escape on their own. They flew to the Goldborn's lair to gather the party, and now y'all are trying to figure out y'all's destination. Many different ideas were thrown around, and some are leaning towards Blended Stone, some are leaning towards Neverlight Grove. This is where we start off.
I think we should just go to whichever place is closer. We're unprepared for escaping as fast as we have.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't see your face though, Alistair. So.
Well, they're
you'll
gonna
be fine.
escape by 15 minutes from now. So we need to get the fuck out the city.
Yeah.
We really do. Let's go. Let's
We'll make our way to the gates, get out the city, and then Stool, you can lead us.
I guess I'll
I'm assuming we should have a distraction in place so that it can buy us maybe a little couple more minutes to escape.
I don't think it's like that. I think we should just leave.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. So was it how do I Elder has your hook horror? So I let go after your hook horror.
Bronix is just standing there, so what are we waiting for?
Yeah,
Let's go.
we'll be heading go.
Let's
Yeah,
leaving.
we'll go now.
We'll go.
We'll leave.
That's still flying, so
He
guys
just
can-
holds his
we're
axe
walking.
he holds an axe out in his big arm out. He's like, where?
Well, first off, put that away. We're gonna try and leave casual.
Oh, he puts it on his back.
Yeah, only the guard know that they've escaped, and they're
We
like
need to move fast
minutes
and act
behind, yeah.
normal.
no one knows what they've done yet. So we're just gonna casually
move
walk out the
in a
city.
Which direction?
Which way?
Which way would Stool say? Yeah, through the
Would-
gate, and then
That's a good question. He's going to sit there for a second, looking around. He doesn't really have eyes. He just
does he roll towards
He's
the?
turning.
he's like shuffling and turning. Eventually, he like kind of like nods in a direction. It looks like northeast. He says one of those roads will take us out, that direction will take us towards it. But you have a couple options on how to get that way.
Okay.
So you have 3 tunneled exits that lead to the northeast.
Mhm.
You have 2 ways into one area, and then one that splits off into 2 exits. So you could choose the one of the 2 that leads up in the near the Overlake Hold on the Dark Lake District, or you can go for the one that's in the North Furrow District that is a little bit out of the reach of the Overlake Hold. So you'd have to go, either you can go back towards the prison to exit, or there's 2 exits, or you can try and go for the one in the North Furrow District.
Well, if we go for the furrow, we don't need to like run. We can just casually out.
I say we
They
go
will
to
not hurt.
whichever one is the furthest away from the prison. Hopefully,
Yeah,
we're
North
not
Furrow one.
made it there yet, and we can just leave casually.
All right, that would require you to pass through a gate in the North Furrow District, which is usually guarded.
Oh, yeah.
But they.
Is there a
all
way
need
for us to
escape,
leave without
right?
going through a gate? Or
No.
you mean
Not that you
another
know
gate
of.
before it?
Well,
There's multiple gates that you're gonna have to traverse through to get to an exit.
Mhm.
So if you go to the 2 exits on the Dark Lake District that are close to the Overhold Lake, you only have to get to the outer gates, and that's your only interaction. If you go for the one in the North Furrow District, farther away from the Overlake Hold, but you have a inner gate to go through and the outer gate.
Oh,
What if
so
we
like
go to the-
either.
So
Let's
all
go
these
back this way.
white parts on the map, if you can see, these are considered gates.
Right.
These-
Oh,
yeah.
so we'd have to go like down here or whatever. And then
Yeah.
What if we
Um,
go to the obelisk and just get see?
You
We
still
don't know
have
how
to
to
go
use
to
that
you
magic.
still have to go through a gate to get to the obelisk.
Oh,
You'd have to go through a gate into the North Faro district and then to head to the West Clef district to find the what's it called? Whirlstone tunnels.
I wasn't. Well,
I think it might be better for us to go like straight east to those north ones, even though we have to go back past the prison.
yeah,
because
we
they
are
know where
on
we
the-
stay. So
Mhm.
if we go in a direction away, we are.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I think
are
we're just
on
gonna try.
the north side of the city, so
Yeah, y'all are here. Your 3 exits are here, and these 2 up here.
I think they're going to think we're going to try and go some way to the west. They don't know where to stay here. So I think maybe we should swing back and try and take one of the 2 top.
yeah, we can.
Go back this way to either that
Yeah,
one or
we-
that one.
Yeah, we can just go, and then go through either.
yeah.
And anyway, I will tip the the Goblin's Lair lady one last time. I'll give her a bag of 10 gold. I'll be like, it's been a pleasure staying at your inn.
She looks at the gold and she looks at this hodgepodge of different people standing in the entrance gathering their traveling clothes. Well, I can't say it's been a pleasure, but at least I won't rat you out. If the guard comes, I'll tell them that you went to one of the exits which you're not going to.
It's very
See,
appreciated. Thank
someone
you.
speaking my language. I give her like an extra 5 gold. Like,
Just let me know which one you're going to so I can tell you which one they're not going to take you
let's-
to or meet you
yeah,
at.
we're going to the west one, so tell them we went to the.
We're going to the east. Tell them we
Yeah.
went to the west.
All right. I'll let
Yeah.
them know.
And I shall subtract 15 gold from my inventory.
Alrighty. Y'all make y'all's way out to the east. How would y'all like to proceed through the city?
I'm going to cover myself in my cloak best I can and stick to the shadowy areas, kind of. But like, not really
I
shadowy.
am
Trying to duck
I
out
am
of sight.
I am very recognizable.
So is Brownix, but he's not technically wanted.
Yeah, he's not wanted.
Maybe wanted for questioning at most, but not wanted as in unless he's considered aiding and abetting at some point. But they don't know that yet.
Can you make us invisible again?
I can,
that'd be
yeah.
appreciated.
Alright, fine. Jesus, guys, you guys draw more attention than I do.
Exactly.
Stop with that. I like you. Let's yeah, fine. I'll cast invisibility on both of them. Seeing it, I assume Navarre doesn't know how to do it. I don't think
No, I
he's
can't.
ever done it. So, yep, invisible again. So you're both invisible.
Oh, that's right, Navarre. You don't have ability to cast invisibility on someone else.
Yeah, I didn't pick
You
up
can cast it on
invisibility.
yourself, though.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up invisibility.
Oh, alright. That's all I
Okay.
need to know. That's fine. So both of you are invisible now. I'll just spell something for me. Go.
Because,
So
what is invisibility?
that's
Second or
is that
third?
is that a concentration?
It is concentration.
Okay. So you won't be able to do like an alter self, will you?
Well, I can do enchantment stuff, just not other shit.
Gotcha. Which may come in handy if you still have the spell slots.
Yeah, I'm down 2 level 3s, which is a lot, but yeah. At least I got
Alrighty.
1.
So y'all start to make your way. Let's see. I'm gonna roll to see if you encounter anyone. No. All right, that's 1 checkpoint.
Alice is going to cast
Okay.
silence on us with the radius so that we make no sound.
That does not
I think
work.
silence is on a point because it doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it's
move,
on a point
yeah.
and it cannot move.
If you could cast it on an object, that'd be different. You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, so y'all get about right here, and then y'all see a group of Durgar patrolling around this area. They look like they're in a shuffle and a huffing up. I don't know how to say it.
A huffle
Anyway.
and a shuffle.
Thank you. Anyway, I need y'all to make a stealth check. Those of y'all who are invisible advantage, and Bronix, I need to make one for Bronix. Oh my god, I forgot Bronix does stealth checks now. Is he here?
Oh, well.
And then roll for Alistair.
He's what's it called, right? He's invisible, so he has
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
All right, advantage stealth. Oh, he needed that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was bad. He rolled the nat one for his first roll, so that would have been really bad.
Ooh.
Oh my god, Various. So, Various, what are you wearing right now? Also,
I mean,
the normal
I'm wearing
fine
my.
clothes and
I'm wearing
His-
like
his
the super
full
fine cloak,
cloak.
the super fine cloak, and yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm like
He's
Okay.
wearing his full
noble.
cloak over him.
Yeah, it costs 20 gold to get this shit. Super
so,
flashy.
you see that you kind of like trip as you're looking over, and you fall into Bronix, and Bronix just stands there, looks down at you. The guards do start to approach. What do y'all do?
I will continue as I am.
All right. So, as they're approaching, they point over to you, both of you and Bronix. He's like, "You two," and you recognize this. Alistair recognizes this person. This is one of the Durgar he had healed, named Gregor.
Hmm.
He's like, your clerical friend. I forget his name, but he and the Dragonborn that were imprisoned on the King's orders have escaped. Have you seen your allies? Be truthful.
Like what? They escape? Aren't they supposed to serve their sentence for the king or something?
Yes.
Well, then how the hell am I supposed to be in a dungeon? Did you look in the corner or something? He should be praying. That's pretty much what he does.
He's escaped. Not praying.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, he's a cleric. He doesn't possess any abilities to escape. I don't understand. How is this?
Where would he go? Where would he go?
Him? Well, I mean,
Both of them. Where would they both go?
well, I mean, they're fugitives. They'd find a place to hide. Obviously, none of them have
Who-
the ability to go.
Who are
invisible.
all these people with you? He's looking at Eldith. He sees Stool in Bronix's backpack, and he sees
Yeah.
that y'all are carrying a lot of stuff with you.
Well, these are the people
He's
that
like,
we have for our expedition.
Where are
to
y'all
find-
going?
Well, these are the people we have for our expedition to find the king his egg off a dragon. We hired these people to help us. We were going to search the land
Find
and
a
try to
dragon
find some
egg?
information.
What
Yes,
are you
that's
talking
what the
about?
king told us to do. To find the dragon egg for the dragon that was slain. Thought you were supposed to know this. It was the king's
I
order.
haven't gotten a royal decree yet.
Well, the king laughed maniacally as he held his crystal ball in his hand and told us he would have much enjoyment watching attempt
Careful.
this task.
Well, if you see them, you turn them in. We don't need any more fugitives.
Trust me, I know what happens to people who break the law in this.
That you do. Carry on. All right, so you're able to continue to progress. I'm going to do another roll.
Another stuff check. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see another group. They're kind of like they have a roadblock ahead into the main entrances. You see they're just, checking people as they're exiting. What do y'all do?
Alright.
So this
No.
isn't like the side of the cavern. I'm assuming this is like here, right? Roadblock-ish area.
Yeah, they have a roadblock there.
Let me see what type of school of magic this is.
There's about 10 soldiers there.
10 soldiers. Okay. But... Wait. Why? It got rid of a bunch of my spells.
I think you roll 20.
Literally, I have spider climb. I wrote it in my book because I got the spell, from the crazy. But like, it's transmutation. Okay, why? All right, it deleted the whole person spell I had, and it also deleted.
What are y'all doing? Y'all are approaching a checkpoint, which is checking individuals as they leave the city because of the known escape now. It's been about 30 minutes since y'all escaped. They've already traveled. Word travels fast.
Can the people who are can Alistair and Navarre who are invisible sneak through somehow? Is it possible for them to do that, or
to do what?
Sneak through? Is it like a tight blockade where there is no gap in it, or
maybe with a good stealth check or a distraction to help them, that you could possibly do it.
Well, I can definitely have to drop the invisibility.
Because you're trying to get through about 10 soldiers in a line, and you're trying to sneak through without touching them. It's a little difficult, but you could do it with a good stealth roll, or you could try to create a distraction to maybe widen that gap.
Do it. Distract.
Sure. I can. Wait, can I do that?
Are there any
Yeah, I
trees
can.
near us? Any
Trees? No.
Trees?
Okay.
No, you're in a cavern filled with
trees?
stalagmites,
Well,
and
there are
I mean the
mushrooms and
closest
shit.
thing to a tree you see is Zorkwood, lumber that's been used
How
to
big is it?
build.
Is it like
Oh,
actually
I know.
growing in the ground, or
They're not
is
live. They're not
Okay.
live. They're just it's just furniture that's been made from Zorkwood.
I have an idea. I
Okay.
can cast those two. And
You can cost what?
Jump, and they can literally jump over the blockade. I don't know. That's impossible.
Jump. Wow, that's a
Try-
weird spell.
I mean, I
to
have
think
it.
of.
I mean, I have. I'm just looking through my spell list. I'm literally trying to push out my ass right now.
Yeah, y'all are literally watching Barry pull out his spell book, and he's just flipping through spells, trying to figure out. He's like, "What the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do?"
I mean, they can jump like 20 feet, so they can jump over everyone.
I mean, we have advantage on stealth.
Did you
So-
not see my stealth? I'm assuming.
Yeah, you rolled a
only
20.
for me.
So you rolled a nat 1, and so good thing you had advantage. It's always safe.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 18 for your second roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bronix didn't roll too well, so he was just standing
Okay.
there.
I'm gonna have my. I can do a distract, which will help them. I can have my familiar fly into the air.
Remember, you have NPCs with you, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
just use that knowledge as you will.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna-
remember also the Duragar, what type of city they are, and if you're gonna send an NPC forward, remember that you're in Gracklestokes there still.
Set something on fire.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Just make it inconspicuous.
Just remember, the longer y'all stand there trying to come up with a plan, the more the guard are likely to notice
Right.
that there's someone standing there trying to come up with a plan.
Anyone any input? Because I'll do this if no one has anyone.
There's
Go.
nothing I can do aside from try and sneak by.
Mhm.
Well, I'll use my familiar. I'll cast minor illusion to make his voice really loud, and I'll just have him, fly around and be like, "Ha ha! You mortals! You will pay for your crimes."
You realize that minor illusion is minor, right?
It's just increasing the. That's what it's doing. That's all it does.
Sorry, you cut out.
It's
It's
just
increasing the
increasing his
volume.
voice. Yeah, I can make it sound like loud stuff. So
That's thaumaturgy that can do that. I thought.
my illusion can do voice stuff as well.
Yeah.
Small sounds.
Oh yeah, and it can be a scream, so I can make him like scream really loud. No.
All right.
It can create a sound. It can range
Whisper to
It
a
can
like
be
scream.
any
it,
volume
yeah.
and noise.
Yeah, like a lion's roar. There you go. Or like a
Okay.
bestial like.
The sound
You
can be
know,
continued
so-
unabated or the duration, so he doesn't even need Sizik to do it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Create a
cast it on.
sound that lasts for the duration. Illusion also just cast vacuum. 30-foot range. Where do you put it?
Well, I'm like behind the. I'm obviously not in the blockade yet, but I'm gonna cast it on Zizik's square, 30 feet behind, like kind of like in the air, 30 foot, like 10 foot there,
30 foot
20 foot in
behind
the air.
where? Sorry, can you cut me?
Behind me.
Okay.
So it's like
Alrighty.
10 foot horizontally, 20 foot in the air, and he's like gleaming
Okay, give me a
muscles.
second.
Because I know there have been, demonic.
Well, it's scream. You can't really
Scream.
talk. It's just like a small sound. You can't do too much. It's a
Sizik
cantrip.
Have Sizik. I want to go over to Barrius and whisper in his ear while I'm invisible. Have Sizik go to the buildings in the distance. We'll sit nearby and just wait for them. Have him set the buildings on fire. They'll have to go and get it, and we can just walk past.
Anyway, see, this is a good idea. There you go.
Damn it, demons and their overcomplications.
All right, I steal a couple vials of alchemist fire from the. Oh, thank you very much. And I send it into one of the buildings and just throw them around and set fire to shit.
Okay, that would require a scissor to become visible, so you know.
Yeah, he'd go in around and just into the nearest building. And
Oh my
All
throw
right.
alchemist
God.
fire,
Barrius is such a
set on
robot.
fire.
Y'all kind of slink off a little bit to the right side, just trying to mind your own business as best you can. From there, command says that you give him 2 jars of alchemist fire if Navarre gives it up, or if you have it, whichever. And he actually is really excited about this place. Like, Master gives me fire, so much fun. And you just see him freaking throw one across over here as far as he can. It hits like a couple boxes and starts to catch fire, and then he throws one below him to create like this shadowy effect along most of the walls, and you see his form get splashed up against the building, the stalagmite behind him. He's like, bow before Sizik, your master, using your cantrip as well. And you see 3 of the Duragar at the thing run over to figure out, and all of a sudden Sizik poofs back into invisibility. So now y'all can try to stealth past with a much easier DC. So those of y'all who are still visible will have to maintain their composure and go through to be checked. But those who are invisible, the ones that are being sought, can try to move forward.
Stealth.
18.
All right.
Oh, not 20.
20.
There you go.
God, I don't know which one you are up there, but
So
thank you.
Navarre, y'all two were kind of together, and you were like holding onto his shoulder. All of a sudden, you lose grasp of him. He's just fucking gone.
I'm muttering prayers to any god that will listen.
Just like my
I'm not
hands on his
muttering out
shoulder, and
loud.
it just goes
I'm not
down
muttering.
like.
I'm thinking, not muttering.
But y'all slip through it. Bronix is just sitting there talking to the guard, and you're the champion, and he just like holds up his muscle. He's like, I can't really write that well, but here you go.
We're not good at English. We punch good.
You're no good at common.
Eldest and Sareth and Jimjar just skirt along. Topsy and Turvy are cloaked in their shabby cloaks. They're brown, torn up, almost burlap-esque style cloaks, and they slink on through after getting checked out. So you'll have one more checkpoint. Which one do y'all go to? Which exit?
How populated is this first one?
It looks to be about a similar amount. It's about 12 guards this time. They're a little bit more lax because they've had the what's it called? They're more for guard against outside incursions because they already know that the roadblock before has been checking people as they come, so it's a secondary defense, but it's mainly for what's outside. But it seems decently stacked with 12 guards.
All right. So we can just go.
Doing
Should someone say something about the fire? Maybe they'll run to go help.
Yeah, I was basically gonna like run up to it and be like, "Quick, help! There's some like being back there. He's setting fire to all the buildings, screaming about vengeance and shit. I don't know."
Make a persuasion check.
Use minor illusion to make screams.
I mean, the fire is there. People are probably screaming.
But you know what they say? You can never have enough screams.
Yeah, I'm gonna use friends.
No.
Yeah.
Does he get advantage because there is fire?
Yeah, I do get.
Well, look at the distance from where that
True.
location was to here.
Yeah,
It's a little ways away.
True.
Yeah, they're not going to hear or see that.
yeah. I'm gonna take the advantage, even though it doesn't matter if they hate me after. I don't care.
All right, if you want, it's up to you. I mean, I haven't said anything. There you go.
Yeah.
So, there's two guards that approach, and they're just laughing, and then you're about to cast it, and then one more authoritative comes up, and you're like, okay, this is the one I need to cast it on. So you choose that one to cast it on, and you're like, you, seriously, get your men over there, kind of thing, and he just he points to those two and two behind, and he sends them along. So there's now 8 soldiers, including the captain, obviously. So 7 plus him, or whatever lieutenant is guarding this gate. So do y'all want to try to go through this gate, or maybe the other? Or maybe split up your group? There's options.
I think it's gonna be best if we stick together.
Yeah.
Especially since we have no
Let's
idea
go-
what
let's
this
go
outside
through
area
this
is
gate.
like.
Would DM suggest split up the group? Don't do it.
When God is
That's
tempting
the
you, you do not
party.
take the temptation.
Well,
So
roll your
okay.
stealth checks.
All right, so y'all are going through.
Mhm.
Saying they give a little bit lax check to those who have already been checked, obviously. Go ahead and give me a stealth check for those tourists. All right.
20 and 21. All right.
So Navarre, you're sitting there kind of like putting up your hands and getting skinny as you try to lengthen your body, as you try and get on your tippy toes and get taller, squeeze between two guards. Alistair, you can't see him, but you decide to try and flank on the right side. You squeeze against the wall, try not to scrape your armor against the slick surface of the walls, and you skip by the phalanx, and then you wait for them to open the door for your group, and you move with the doors and go out.
Yes.
And y'all are now outside the city on one of the northeastern trails. Any ideas where you go from here?
Far, fast.
To
For onwards.
to Neverlight Grove.
Alrighty.
Stool is a magnet.
So Bronix walks forward. He's got a stool on his back, and he just looks like, he's like, all right, how does a stool GPS work?
The stool GPS.
He just starts poking
stick.
stool. He's like, directions. So direction, you see stool go poof, and more of those spores come out. He's like, well, I feel like we should keep going for a little while. It'll be a few days before I can sense the main home, but it's in this direction. I can feel it. So just keep going along the caverns, and hopefully there's no trouble along the way.
Okay.
So y'all go.
Alright.
It's probably been about half your day, so you have about 4 days of 4 hours of travel until then you'd be about 4 hours away from the city when you would get to take a rest.
Okay.
So
Alright.
I need watch checks for those who are going to take watch.
Is this a long rest? Or
Yeah.
long?
This would be a long rest if you want it to be a long
I'll
rest.
take first watch. Actually, we should probably not take a long. What happens if we don't take a full long rest?
You don't get your spells back, and depending on how much rest, I think you could technically suffer a point of exhaustion. Y'all aren't going through a march yet. Y'all aren't trying to push too hard. You're still somewhat rested, but that's kind of what's going on. Alistair and Navarre, y'all are relatively rested because y'all are sitting in prison, not doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bronix is somewhat rested, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I disturbed him, so it's alright.
How far away from the city are we?
4 hours.
4 hours, so
Okay.
whatever you can walk in 4 hours.
Okay. Can we do 6-hour rest? Is that enough for a long rest?
No,
Well, it's 8 hours and then 6 hours sleep, 2 hours of light activity. You know, keeping watch, doing your jewelry stuff. It's required that he has to be 8 hours, yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
I'm
think we
fine
just-
with a short rest. I don't know about you guys. I don't mind doing short. But if the is time we only take a long rest, like
I
I mean,
today,
what y'all could have done, or you can do, is you can go at a fast pace to get away from the city. So you can extend your distance over that 4 hours that you're moving.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah, we
think that would be
definitely
better.
would put distance between us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, you can maybe search for something that might be more hiding if someone tries to come back or try to follow y'all.
Is there
can
any way
try and look
that
for a hidden
we
space.
can? Well, I guess that would be the detect magic spell. I'm gonna say, is there any way for us to like just do a check and see if we're being scryed upon? It's like I know how my spell works for clairvoyance. It actually like makes an orb.
Well, technically, your characters don't know how scrying works, but you know, eventually, one or more of y'all might know what it is. But it requires a wisdom save to know if you're being scryed upon.
Okay.
There is magic that can disrupt it, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, like I have dispel magic, which would work.
Oh, that
on it,
doesn't
I
work
think.
with.
That wouldn't work because dispel magic is magic that is you're in the effect of where you can
need,
see
like,
the effect and all that.
magical circle and stuff.
Well, it just says
effect.
choose
What
one
the
creature,
spell you're
object,
thinking
or
of is
effect
called
within range.
non-detection. Non-detection is what you're
Non-detection
thinking.
is what we want.
Okay.
But that's a 4th level spell, and
Mm.
none of y'all have it right now.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I can't get it, so. Alright.
How far would we be able to travel with a fast pace?
Let's see. Let me check real quick. So if you've traveled a fast pace, you would get pretty much what would be considered a day away pace for normal. Is what I'm going to give you.
Alright.
So
Then that is fine.
you would be
Yeah.
if you were traveling at a slow to medium pace, you would be considered that day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do.
Fast
Well,
pace
yeah,
and
let's
then
do
a rest.
fast
Good.
then.
Yeah, fast paced for sure.
Alright. Okay, so as y'all are running out, y'all are just going through these thin tunnels they snake through. At times they're slick, at times they're almost like dusty. You see little bits of fungus here and there. You went through what looked like a tunnel that was filled with Ormu lights lighting up the ceiling. You keep going. Y'all are briskly running. The twins and Jim Jar and Elda, they're kind of struggling to keep up, but especially the twins since they're lethargic. Bronix kind of holds one of the twins for a while and then puts him down.
Non-detection is third.
Oh, it's third. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have.
Yeah, I was thinking of cleric's knowledge. I don't know, knowledge domain. I thought it was fourth, but anyway. So y'all keep going, and eventually y'all do find a small little alcove that y'all can sit in for a while. Everyone's somewhat out of breath. Y'all are tired, but y'all are what seems like a safe distance away from the city. Y'all went for quite a while.
Cool.
Yeah, and I still can't get non-detection. All right, cool.
Yes.
Various.
Hmm?
Various and get non-detection. Or something, if you want to.
You want to cast non-detection or what?
You have it?
No, I don't have it. No.
Oh, then he was just saying.
That's why I said I have, but I don't have any of those spells.
I know, but you can get non-detection.
Oh yeah,
At some point he can. Right now
I
he
mean-
has to wait till he levels up.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not gonna pick it winning. Just telling you that right now, but if I come across it, I'll be glad to add it to my collection.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're taking a long rest then after our run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you could try and go further, but you would get exhaustion for the next day, and that may not go over well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, non-detection, which costs money to use, just so y'all know. Duration. You hide a target that you touch. So,
Oh, so it's only one target even? That's boo.
it's only one target. So, I mean, if he could twin it, then it would be 2.
I can't
And there's-
even get it.
Yeah, you can't even get it.
Yeah, okay.
Which
Alright,
is
never
kinda
Ranger, Bard, and Wizard, and Knowledge Domain Clerics.
Alright,
Beautiful
I'll take
spell.
First watch.
Bio. I
Alright,
have
first
Fall
watch.
Out on a scroll.
All right.
Oh, that wind
Perception.
wall.
So,
I gave it to.
Alistair, you sit
Yeah, I
there
used
as the sentinel for the group. You sit there and strain to hear whatever you can, but you come across no feet sounds. Nothing is pursuing you as far as you can tell. Next watch.
Oh, thank God.
I'm on the Lost Watch with Jim Jar as per tradition.
You're on last watch. Okay.
Yeah, with Jim Jar, it's our tradition.
I guess I'll have Eldith do second watch then.
Yeah.
Becoming water weird.
Eldith is the scout after all. She might as well do a watch.
You literally can't die to water anymore. I don't know why you're so upset. I made you immune to water. You're so good.
Wow, look at Eldith go. Almost as good as
A good
he has
24.
a plus 11.
Alright then. Fuck you, Nat 19.
Fucking good old Eldith, man. Still holding strong.
That a
She
girl.
sits there, shield with her axe on her shield, just hanging the blade over the front of the shield, just standing in the middle of the area waiting. Nothing. Third watch. Who do y'all? You can ask somebody to do it. You can do it yourself. Whoever. Because y'all have NPCs and Bronix, etc.
Yeah, I'll ask
Bronix do it.
yeah, Bronix.
All right. Bronix.
I think he's better at percepting than me.
You guys could have done it together.
He has a +1.
And a
He
nat
got a
20.
natural 20.
I roll well. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Alright.
So-
Now it's time
Yeah,
for...
trust me, I felt it in
Bronix-
javelins.
Bronix just kind of like looks down at Eldith, just emulates her, and just puts his axe down and sits his hands on top of the axe with one of the blade holding onto the tips of the blade, just putting his chin on it. Nothing. Just sitting there waiting. Nothing. All right. Jim Jar
Yes.
and Barius.
Gotta keep to the tradition strong with low rolls.
Why did I take your sentence?
Where
You
is
didn't even
Jim
say
Jar?
it!
That's beside the point. It's the thought that counts.
Jim Jar is a
You know-
+6.
it makes-
Oh,
Yes.
Jim Jar
yes!
just look. Jim
Me and
Jar
him
just
are
look.
both playing games.
Jim Jar just looks at it, he's like, so, we never bet on how much we would be for getting it out of the city. So how about the game of goblins and orcs?
You read my mind.
All
Shall
right,
do it.
give me a GM roll,
Yeah.
3d6.
I'll do it in public. Does it matter?
Oh, I guess not. Yeah, it's public. You
Yeah.
do public.
Oh god, I need to
Alright.
bring up the rules now. Jesus, I haven't played this in so long.
Yeah, we haven't
Where
played
is it?
goblins and orcs in such
There
a
you go,
long.
goblins and all. One
Not
ice,
a
so you
bad
need.
thing.
I bet 10 gold.
There you go.
Know. Oh no,
Okay,
it's an
you bet-
extra. Yeah, I bet 10 gold as a starting pot.
Damn, dude. 4-time double.
Yeah, starting pot is 10 gold. He's rich, man. He's got more money than me. I
Okay.
bet.
He has
So
more
10
money than all
gold.
of us.
Yeah, it's a starting pot. Yeah. So anyway,
He's gonna re-roll one of his cards or one of his dice. You
For
can
an extra
remember you can
gold.
re-roll.
yeah.
You can re-roll or you can deception to try and stealth a die.
Hands winning are 3 of a kind, high straight, low straight, evens. What's a high straight and a low straight? Is that
1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 5, 6.
okay? I'm gonna re-roll. But can
So
you
he-
re-roll
he-
one
he's-
and then re-roll another one?
No, you can only re-roll once, or you could try and cheat with the deception roll.
Yeah.
And
I
you
literally re-rolled
obviously
that one into a one.
which die did you re-roll?
I was gonna re-roll one and get a 4, and I got another one. So I have a 6-2.
Alright.
I've got garbage. I got.
So
I
he looks at you, and he's like, I got two goblin kings and a war chief, 2 pair high card.
2 6 and 2 5s. Yeah, he beats. Got 6 and 2 and a 2 and a 1.
Yeah, you get 2 5s and a 6. He's like,
yeah, he beats. See?
Gold. He grabs the gold. He's like, how about another one?
Sure, let's raise the strike. 20 gold.
All right. He rolls. He's looking at his die.
Ooh.
And I will
Let's
re-roll
see.
1.
Yeah, he's gonna re-roll one. I think he's gonna re-roll 1 too.
No, you're not.
Nah.
Okay. So
Well-
he looks over at you. He's like, he smiles. He's like, 2 orgs and a goblin boss.
It's
Two
like
twos
it
and a
is a fine
So
hand,
no, he
my
got
friend.
2 5s and a 3. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a fine hand, my friend. But I
or
think
two goblin kings and a goblin
I
boss.
am the victor today.
Damn. He gives you back the gold you just won.
Yeah,
It's
plus
like-
10. Yay! I made 10 gold.
He's like, 1 more.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. He
20
rolls.
gold again.
He rolls. Re-rolls. He grabs another card.
Yeah, I will roll.
Let's see.
Then a Durgar sneaks up behind you and slits your throat.
That'll be a thing.
And there we go.
Ooh.
Roll a perception. See if you see his thief on his. He's stealing a card.
Ooh, that was a good roll, but I don't see it.
That was a really good roll.
Hey, he's a fucking stealthy though. He's a stealthy boy.
He is a stealthy boy.
So
Rolled a plus 5 though.
Yeah, I will.
It didn't help him. So actually, no, it did help him. He
Might
got. Yeah. Okay. So, you're trying to. Did you try a deception?
I
or,
just rolled a
oh,
3
okay.
into a 2. I just got 6, 5, and 2 now. I tried to get
All
the
right.
3 higher.
He puts down what's known as a goblin straight. So he got a goblin boss, and a goblin king, which is considered odds 135.
Ooh, yeah, he wins that.
He's like, yeah, 10 gold. And as he's clinking around his gold with this smile on his face, you see 3 figures walk through the tunnel. Nothing, no bullet weapons. They just have hoods, and they walk up. One pulls on his hood. I hear you're looking for Adric.
And how may I say that you would know this?
Well, you summoned us. Don't you remember? Or some of you did.
Who again is Adric out of character again?
The
He-
one,
I and the
the
scabbard.
guy
Yeah.
that had the
Oh, the
fucking information
scabbard.
on the ice thing.
Yeah, I
about
know,
the ice
Gopher.
thing. Okay.
I know, Gopher.
This is their story. I'm not involved in it, so I don't really know.
You are involved.
It's
in it.
all of our story. The Hunters
Yeah.
Guild asked us to do it. You know
This
that
is a
place that we
group
can never go
quest,
back
dude.
to? You know the place we can never go back to now?
Alright, it's the guy that told us about the Ice Queen, alright, or Ice Monster. Okay, yes, we spoke to Daedric.
We want to
So,
speak to him.
you need rare to see someone that far from the city.
Well, we heard the commotion and y'all paid for information, so we're here to deliver. Don't worry, we won't report you to the authorities. We don't care for their incursions as well.
Plus, I just see a bit bad business anyway.
So, we brought Adric along. You see a very highly scarred Durgar. It looks like he's got a frostbite hand. You know, he's got black fingers. He's got a slash across his neck. It looks like 3 large claw wounds. This is Adric, the man you were looking for.
Jesus, I barely recognize the guy. Is he alive? You there? And I'm waving at him.
Adric has his troubles with speech ever since his encounter with the creature you've been seeking.
Well, I
He
heard
chose a wise route. He says that he looks over him. Adric's not speaking, but he's telling you what he says. He says that the creature you seek is 2 days down this road, and be careful. Any other knowledge you want to gain from him?
Pardon, what was that?
Any
What
extra
else
knowledge that
about
you
the
would like to
fucking-
ask him?
What else about the ice?
Yeah,
Well,
tell us
he's-
about.
He looks over. He says that you will have to enter a den. In this den, there are a manner of beasts that will watch you as you progress to their leader. They will not attack you if you do not attack them. They may even speak with you. These white wolves. Very many of them. But
Would they partake in the final battle with their boss?
it is uncertain. He says that for their encounter, that they did not encounter them, the others. But who knows? Maybe another incursion, maybe seen with more threat. Who knows? It depends on you, I assume. He's just keeps looking over at him. He says to not group together, but I think you understand that.
That is a strange request. Safety in numbers.
He says that the cold is very unforgiving, especially to Durgar.
Yeah, I can see they're used to the nice smoke and pollution gives.
But we hope your journey goes well. Perhaps we'll see each other again. Vladimir sends his regards.
Ah, yes, Vladimir. That guy's a special person, you know. He's a trustworthy So, I have great hopes for that man.
Anyway, he walks off because unless you have any additional questions, he's ready to bid his adieu.
Can't
And
think of any. So it's on our way. Basically, I'm gonna consult Stool about the precise whereabouts of the path, and if there is a branching, or if this ice thing is in the path of getting to Neverlight Grove.
So you well, Stool doesn't really sleep. He kind of sleeps. You can't really tell. He puffs his spurs almost out of fright, but it gives the same of spores. It gives the same effect where he starts talking to you. He's like, I've never been down this route. I've only been on the western edge of our area that we stay. But perhaps there's a way to this place that they speak of. It may be branching. I have no idea. It's very strange for me to be so far away from home. I hope you understand.
Well, as long as it's not a detour, I think that it will be okay. Plus, I feel like the Bronix has invested his.
It could be a branching path. We don't know. It could meet with the other locations. I'm not. This is maybe the drow can help you. Sareth, he may know more. He's an expert navigator. He hasn't told you?
I thought he had died.
What? How? How could he have died?
Well, he literally
The
didn't say a
underdog.
single thing.
People die all the time. It happens.
I mean, I've been sleeping in his room, but he hasn't said
Yeah, you
anything,
literally been
so-
sleeping in his room.
I just
Like,
assumed he's been dead
I'm
on his
surprised you haven't
bed.
felt him copping a feel on you.
Oh my.
Ew.
I'm just fucking with you.
His stealth rolls are.
Yeah, right.
You're
Well,
fucking-
then again, his passive perception's like, eh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. He's
Are
cool.
you even proficient in the perception?
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
all right. So y'all are able to wake up the next day. Do you inform them that this
Yeah,
occurred?
I informed him that the guy came and had in with the ice beast from the east, and that they gave us a warning. We carry on down this path for the next 2 days. We'll be running into this thing. Apparently, it has a lair filled with frost wolves, snow wolves.
Winter wolves.
Winter wolves. Literally, I forgot
Winter
what they was.
wolves.
It's filled with winter wolves, but apparently they don't attack on sight. They.
Bronix stands up. He's like, I could use a good fight.
Yeah, I thought you'd be invested into this, seeing it's that little trinket of yours to hold some sort of resemblance to this place. At least that's what the shopkeeper does. Maybe if you kill enough winter wolves, you get to charge that thing, eh?
Florak Erek was here and you didn't wake us.
I think he was in the greatest of position to do much, as he was with 2 others, individuals in cloaks, and they
What?
were speaking on his behalf, seeing as he could not speak himself.
To hell with him. They're an organization of a black market. They can have all kinds of information and items.
I'm not aware that
We're
you're
never
into
going back
this.
to the city.
Okay, well, next time I go on my black market ventures, I'll take you along with me. I had no idea you were into this sort of affair. I know
We summoned
you
them together. Jimja, you saw that there was coin in this. Why didn't you say something?
I bet myself that I wouldn't talk.
Come up
And
to
I
the
won't
bed and
set
wanna
goals for
punch-
myself.
Honestly, I had
Seriously?
the
Going
time
to
I
Three Stooge, grab them both by the head, and knock them together.
That's
I
gonna be
died.
quite some doing because he's like 5 feet taller than Jim Jar.
That's fine. He's weak.
yeah, we could just do it.
Jim Jar like rubs his head. Ow, the fucking horns on his head. Damn it.
No, my crown! How dare you! Next time I
He
see
looks
black
at
market
you,
dealing,
Alistair's like, you're not worth it.
Who looked up at me?
Fucking Jim Jar, he's just fucking with you. He's 3.5 feet tall. He's short.
I had honestly thought about it, but he just seemed to come here just to relay information about one creature. He did not seem like he was in the talking mood, as he was almost dead and could not speak. And these shaded figures on his path and only seemed interested in just relaying the information that we were due and nothing
He's
more.
not important. It's the organization.
Well, next time I will. I don't really have much footing in this. I'm not invested as much as you do, but seeing as it is important to you, next time I will wake you. But you seem like you needed your long rest, so.
I was perfectly fine.
Or you got a hole in your ankle, spears and shit.
I healed up before. I'm fine.
Alright, let me find my notes because I need to update the calendar.
Yep.
Laundry.
Or if it matters to you, you can have the money that I won from Jim Jar during our bet.
And you were gambling on your watch again? Idiots! A second smacking.
That is too good. That is. Jim Jar looks up at Barry. He's like, he's such a square.
Ooh,
What?
I wish I
I didn't
prepared
hear that.
silence.
I'll lean over to Jim Jar. It's like, you're a triangle.
Jesus Christ.
What does that even mean?
Nothing.
Is it because I'm short? Are
Maybe.
you short? You hate short people.
No, you're just a triangle.
I don't even know what that means. Well,
Good.
you're a circle. Ha!
At least I'm a circle, not a triangle.
Circles are like the wall.
Where are my notes on the path
No.
to Neverlight?
One day, I will
Just
be rid of
confused.
all of you, and I'm not bringing you back to life.
Hey, I have put money and invested into you. Okay, you're a investment, and I will reap my reward.
You invested into your own safety. If I die, I can't use it.
Exactly. So don't die.
Rocks fall and everyone dies.
Oh fuck.
Why is there
I
no
mean-
mass resurrection?
I mean, it's not. I don't have a god that judges me by my actions and whether or not I save people. So
here's my notes. There
Why
we
do
go.
I have to worship a life of wealth and commerce and light? Can't I worship someone of death and misery?
Well, maybe you.
Y'all already did that. I gotta mark all these days off so I don't get behind on my.
But I have
tracking.
I've got a fail safe.
my
That's that spell.
It's a spell scroll that no one.
Yeah, I gave it to him. It's my fail safe. If I die, that's my get out of jail free
Alrighty.
card.
So, y'all continue along after a morning of bickering. I need wisdom saving throws. No more con saves.
Yay.
I'm glad.
No.
I'm dancing. I was dancing before I even woke up.
He's dancing while
10.
saying "you idiot" as he does the
I need a wisdom save for Bronix since he's actually present for this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just saying he just succeeded?
We don't know. He would never bring this up to us.
What, waking up beside his
Oh yeah,
beloved
he's
and-
dancing.
Yay!
And let's see.
I feel like we're intertwined in a very romantic dance as you yell at me for being an idiot as
We
I'm leading
definitely
you.
are not.
Okay. Eldith is fine.
If
Of
anything,
course,
I'm doing
Eldith
that
is
Russian
fine.
dance where I'm
Wait,
kicking
is
my
that
feet out into your ass.
two?
You don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, she doesn't talk. She's a god. She doesn't do say.
So y'all continue along after a morning of bickering and a little bit of anger between everyone as the situation in the city had just gone down to this.
Alright.
But the first day y'all travel, nothing happens. No occurrences, no issues. You're able to get a day closer to potentially meeting this winter wolf creature. Perception or watch checks.
Wait, are we moving towards the winter area thing, or
Well,
never
this
was?
is it's still the
It's
same,
just generally
still the same
towards it.
tunnel. Y'all are still in a singular tunnel. You haven't seen any branching paths yet. Quick question: Are y'all running it? Are y'all going at fast pace or normal? I need to know these nowadays. Now,
Uh,
I would assume faster paced.
because you'll also get to Neverlight Grove faster as well. So if you're trying to get to or Sanctuary relatively quickly, this could affect.
Yeah, we'll be fast, I guess. Then.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We fled a
So-
prison. Now we're fleeing a city. There's a theme here.
Yep.
Well, they wanted to imprison us, so.
I mean,
I mean, you guys escaped
Alright.
from the second time, so.
I need. Okay, you got your watch check, Alistair.
Yeah, I'll do
You
mine.
sit there.
Oh.
Y'all made a brisk pace. Y'all got out of there. You still have no followers.
Mhm.
Various, you're on second now. Is that this?
Oh, I was just rolling for my watch when it.
All right. Who's on second?
mm,
Eldith still.
yeah.
Well, Eldith
Sure.
and Bronick.
I'll go.
Right.
I'll do it with Eldon. So we'll be there together.
All right. Eldith.
We both got a 9.
She rolled shit for once. Wow. How about that? So still nothing.
She's a +4 in wisdom. God damn.
She's a scout. You know.
Or +5.
She's proficient. It's +2, +3.
Oh yeah, doy. That's a thing.
So for third watch, we have Bronix. And perception. Nothing. Y'all don't. He kind of nods off in his thing, but nothing crawls up on y'all.
That's good.
Let's see. Jim Jar. I'll say your watch is good enough since you wrote a 23. Nothing. Y'all are able to go through without any attacks. The road seems relatively safe considering y'all are, traveling along in the Underdark, but the roads outside the city seem to be relatively safe with the, obviously, presence of the city not too far away.
Mm-hmm.
As y'all head out, nothing you go wrong most of the day, but eventually you hear what sounds like familiar skittering of feet on a rock. It's almost like spiders, giant spiders again.
I just like, wait, dude.
Y'all hear skittering coming down the tunnel in front of you. The tunnel's probably 15 feet tall and about 10 to 15 feet wide. And y'all see a caravan of 3 large spiders with Durgar riders coming towards y'all.
On spiders.
These spiders are different from what y'all seen before. Their bodies are smaller except for their butts, which are bulbous and spiked in nature. These are creatures known as steeders.
Do the riders seem hostile? Are they like moving anything? Like, is there any kind of cargo that they're having, or they're just riding spiders?
They do have cargo on the spiders. These spiders seem to be trained as beasts of burden,
Right.
like Underdark cavalry, I guess you could say. They don't seem hostile. In fact, they even wave to you and speak to you in Undercommon. For those of you who speak it, howdy, how's it going?
Yeah.
Leaving the
Hey.
city?
Yeah. We got a request from the king. We have to go back to Dragon Age.
Punch.
What's wrong with your friend? He doesn't like him.
Oh
Did
no,
y'all say
no.
King? King Hogar? What? Hey.
No, we don't know any king. We're just traveling. We came through the city, we weren't there long, and now we've left.
Yeah, like look at my card string to how I look, you know.
Well, we're just traders heading back to the city. Got some wires in the back, you know.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the way to Neverlight Grove?
It's about that way, but we just walked past something that's kind of cold in this little area. It was weird.
Mhm.
It was like a underground draft. But if you head there, you'll see like a kind of small tunnel. It's caked in
Yeah.
ice. It's really weird. Never seen it before. But we didn't come from there. It's just it doesn't. We didn't even investigate. We just drove our speeders by. But yeah, just thought it was peculiar.
We're
Okay.
told some ice monster lives in there, so it's a good thing.
You're kidding.
Best you
Huh.
avoid it.
Well, it's good that we did drive past it. For all we know, they could have ambushed us the moment if we were going slower, like on our feet or whatever. But yeah, we got our goods. We're ready to go back to town.
Your
Nice.
goods. What kind of goods are they? Are you merchants or
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're merchants.
what kind of wares do you deal in?
Ores, gems, fungus, underdark beast if that we could take down, you know, like skins and whatnot. We
General
sometimes
stuff?
yeah, general stuff, not too much, you know. Haven't seen anything too crazy. We just, you know,
I
yeah.
don't know if you have any gems of any kind of rarity and all, but my friend here is always trying to give his gold away for gems. He likes the stones.
Yeah, they're a
Yeah.
little easy, not too easy on the
Yeah,
decent
I'm
quality
an
gems.
avid collector of some gems. Do you have anything like a like an opal or something like that along that sort of value?
Opals. What do you think I am, some sort of rich man? If I had opals, I'd be in the freaking South Faro district living it up. I'm a steeder driver. I got, you know, some obsidian, some quartz, you know, a couple pieces of malachite. Got some real nice zircon. That's pretty cool. And I got a real nice piece of what's it called? A garnet. Here's a garnet. That's a pretty one. He brings out a good sized garnet. Nothing too crazy though.
How much
Altogether, he
garnet
has
worth?
maybe 350 gold worth of gems.
Oh. I mean, if Alistair wants them, you definitely can use it.
Oh no, I'm fine. I prefer rubies personally. It's my specialty. Just curious.
Garnet's pretty close, you know. It's red.
That it is, but it does not match the quality of a ruby, my friend. I'm sorry.
All right, sit yourself. He like tosses it in the air and he goes to grab it, kind of fumbles it with two hands, like grabs it. It's like he kind of nervously puts it in his pocket, you know, just like no one saw that. Anyway, drive on, and you hear he kind of like pulls on the steeder's reins, and you hear like a kind of like almost like a screech, but it's really yeah, there you go. That's exactly what it sounds like. And they just, you know, feet shuffle along and they go. The rest of the day, you see no problems, but you do find that frost-covered side chute of a tunnel. It is small, maybe 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide. You'd have to go through single file, but it seems to lead to where this area you would like to go. Bronix is just sitting there at the entrance, holding his axe in his hands. He's just putting it in his. He's just, you know, patting it into the palm of his hand, just like ready for a fight.
Shall we go?
He walks in.
This
We're
is the
going.
this is the time to decide, gentlemen. Time to fight an
Alright.
ice wench.
Alistair,
Some of
make
us
a
are not-
perception check.
Yeah, I personally have no. Ooh, damn.
Natural 20.
You
That's not
see
possible.
as Bronix is palming his axe, just patting it into his hands. You see the heads of the wolves on his hammer slightly blink blue every time he pats it in his hands, getting slightly brighter. And that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
That net.
All right. So before we completely go, who are we not going to take in there? Obviously, the twins, Stool, Jim Jar.
And everyone.
So I don't think we should take anyone except maybe Eldith.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically everyone can join us. They can wait outside if they want, but Bronix has business in there. Plus, I would like to see this ice. They don't seem like a violent person because she's only defending, or it defending itself. I'd like to just find out what
So-
it is.
I don't know if we should technically kill it. And
Well,
again,
I'm
that's
kill
the
Well, we can-
request of the
Yeah,
Hunters
but-
Guild, and I
mean-
don't think we're ever going to be able to go back to that.
No, but a trophy is a trophy, and in another village that might hold. So, you bring back a fucking ice witch trophy. Everyone's
All
gonna
right,
be like,
so we will pick up this later. Obviously, no TPKs yet. Y'all are still good to go.
Yay.
All right.
We're still alive.
we basically took our shit and right it up.
How much XP have we
All
got?
right. I will determine that after.
All right.
But, y'all have a good night. That's the end of the game.
GG, we beat Dungeons and Dragons.